Saturday, it's 6 o'clock. There's a tale hidden in the stars, and all we have to do is reach up and grab it. Welcome to Things in Space. Yeah!
Yes.
I keep
Perfect.
Is Sam eating a taco? What
Taco
are you eating?
salad.
taco.
I need you to crunch loudly into your microphone. Like,
Yeah.
as
It's not hard shell.
Well, still crunch, please.
it looks like a hard shell.
does.
Boy.
How's everybody doing? How are you all
know?
doing out there? You know.
I'm glad to have this opportunity to escape.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me too. I love hanging out with you all. It's good.
I wouldn't go that far,
yeah.
Ben. I wouldn't go that far, but
Oh,
yes.
okay, good to know. Good to know, Bonnie. Let's put up some good boundaries in our friendship. I get where this is going. Somebody, they were talking about how Jim Jam last night wore full makeup. It was ladies' night, and how it was so cool how much work Jim Jam put in, and how I was gonna one-up it. And they said maybe Ben will do it from outer space. And I said, joke's on you, I've been GMing from outer space this entire time. And then somebody said, how's the weather up there? And I said, regulated. So now we're all good. I'm in space, and you all just have to deal with it.
Wow, you have regulated weather while the entire West Coast is burning down here? I'm so mad at you. It's fine. This guy's blue again. It's fine.
All right. Once again, everyone, we are joined by Bonnie Gordon. Yay!
Hey!
That's me again. Y'all thought y'all could get rid of me. Oh man, little did you know. I have nothing else to do on Saturday nights. Woo!
Well, Bonnie, we're having such a fun time with you, so we're glad to have you back. It's good. It's great. Everyone, we've got. I just want to remind you, all those Agents of Chaos. We found out some new ones last week, and they were quite fun, weren't they? I enjoyed seeing the new ones, and maybe if somebody wants to throw in some new bad ones here and there, just to have some fun with that. If you want.
I will even say, I would take a bad one just to learn what the new ones are.
Oh yeah, they are.
I would welcome a bad one.
There are even some bad ones that have not been stirred from last time. So there are some really good ones that are turning up in there.
I just threw a grenade down an enemy's throat, and I'm probably gonna get exploded. So I don't want anything bad on me right now.
I know, but how fun will it be? And what a great moment of glory for Captain Phoenix, right? It'll just be good.
It could be a good thing for us to explore the bad ones, so that way when we get in a situation and they happen to us, we know the counterplay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, good point. That,
Look
and
at
we
you
do
being
have
all
chaos
wise.
grenades. Let's not forget about those. All right, so if anybody wants to drop a hot potato on any situation.
Oh, how
just
many
let me know.
grenades can you stuff into an enemy's mouth until they explode?
12.
I mean, did you say 4?
I said 12.
12?
13. Baker's dozen.
Think about how big a grenade is.
Think about it.
I don't want to.
Ben did tell me a little bit about the hot potatoes, and I want one. I want it because they sound super fun.
I'm honestly surprised Ben has not donated to the show to get the grenades in this.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yes.
I mean,
Ben,
yeah,
can
if you want to, but
Can I?
no.
No time like the present, Jamie Mills.
How about this? Jamie, I promise you this. Once I'm not guesting, when Ben kicks me off the show or kills me off, whatever comes first,
Oh,
I will tune in and watch and purposely donate to get you a hot potato.
thank you, Bonnie.
So it'll be
Bonnie,
like Model 392 gifting you from afar, even though
Oh,
I'm technically a full member of the crew because I got it.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what's great about this universe, Bonnie, is that there's a video camera following a Bedzigak around everywhere, filming every moment as a reality TV show vests in space.
Yeah,
so
of course.
any character could watch the show if they wanted to.
That's right.
Oh,
So-
great. And I mean, as an android, I could probably just
download it.
Yeah, I'll just download it. I'll get
You'll
the
know-
full package.
You'll know
It's playing in the
everything I say and
background.
do.
Like how there are only 3 rugs and not 4.
Ridiculous.
Nah, right now I think there's like 11.
Yeah. I believe they have a lot of rugs, and one of them is mine, Captain. So take that. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
it's monogrammed.
Yeah. There's numbers. There's numbers.
There
We
are
never talked
colors
about the
and their
monogramming. We never talked about it.
You know what we should talk about though is currently we have a hype train.
What?
Choo choo.
Whoa, you'll have a limited time to earn exclusive emotes. Ooh. Get on that hype train, everybody. And while we're on that hype train, why don't we get into a little bit of a recap, shall we?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Last time, according to the ship's log,
Crew of the Scourge tarried about the Museum of Indo-Solar Sciences. They had already struck a decisive blow against the bandits, but more work remained before them. A fleet-footed Akeshti tried desperately to join their only remaining companion. A solar-adapted air elemental floated about angrily in amongst the welcome desk, all while the final Akeshti smiled and finished his work. A small moment of respite could have been found. Instead, Model 392 rushed forward. They had to find out why this Akeshti was familiar. But when they did, chaos unleashed.
The elemental struck with ferocity. It clobbered with its hands as the female Akeshti, Savash, ducked into a side room. Then, a stroke of luck hit, as good agents of chaos popped in front of everyone's faces. Mog got a towel, Model 392's weapon filled with electricity. Captain Phoenix appeared to have a filter all around her. No was mechanized, and most surprisingly, Abedzagak's visage turned into a ridiculous duck, causing confusion everywhere. The world around was stunned. The air elemental had no concept of what to do, and Model 392 used the opportunity to bash through the door and grab the fleeing Akeshti.
Mog plopped his eyes around the corner. Seeing the peculiar elemental swinging with anger near his companions, Mog leapt from the balcony, as much as most of the crew had done, and landed softly into the arms of Abedzagak, which were coated in rugs. The Vesk then carried the much slower Osharu to the side of the solar elemental. Being a peaceful creature, Mog placed his hand on the confused elemental and shared his language with it. Much was learned from the airhead. This creature was doing reconnaissance missions on the sun, especially around the area of Far Portal before the portal descended into the surface. That and Model 392 had been in the museum before.
Perplexed, Model 392 maintained their grip on the Akeshti, struggling on the other side of the door. Captain Phoenix offered a set of manacles as No cut through the metal with her laser drill. It would take a couple of moments, but they all surely had time. It wasn't until they heard the loud thud of mechanized arms that the crew of the Scourge realized that the Akeshti Savash was dead. They then ramped up their energies to dispel the one remaining threat within the museum. This break-in had frustrated the heroes, and matters needed to be dealt with. As No worked tirelessly, ripping wires from the panel next to the door, Captain Phoenix waited for her moment. When the door opened, she lobbed a shock grenade at the enemy, damning the consequences. Words.
All hell broke loose as the remaining enemy loosed bolts of electricity into Captain Phoenix. He maintained control of the arms and dismantled his enemies. As Mog and Abedzagak tried to wrestle control of the robotic arms from the last remaining Akeshti, Model 392 stormed into the room and demanded that he stop his actions. Model 392 had found a captain to place their trust in, and they weren't about to let some little lizard step in their way. The enemy stood down at Model 392's impressive display of power, but after a line of questioning that he wasn't prepared to answer, the villain slipped past the guard of Captain Phoenix and Abedzagak, trying to escape. But Captain Phoenix would not have any of it, as she chased down the fiend and shoved a grenade in his throat.
Now join me as we traverse the night sky. She scratched her head with 2 hands. Another of her hands stroked her facial fur. The 4th and 5th gripped and toyed with her percussive maintenance pipe, tapping the metal tube nervously against her palm, while the 6th rested on her hip. Her fluffy eyebrows scrunched together like 2 caterpillars kissing.
Okay, why Colors are color coordinated. Power core is active. Why isn't it working?
The drone sat statuesque and lifeless before her. A rough, rectangular housing unit packed to its capacity with all mechanical units sat atop 4 thin, unarticulated legs. Mismatched sensors sat at one end of the rectangle, 2 mounds rising from the plane of metal, one of the only things establishing front from back. Most visible, attached to the unimpressive body unit, were the 2 hefty rifles mounted on either side of the drone's body. Nono's confusion racked her brain as she rubbed her temples in frustration, trying to strong-arm the incoming headache. The door to the garage crashed open as the dwarf rushed in and charged straight to Nono's broken urban cruiser, followed by the glaring eyes of the drow, his arms almost bursting out of his business suit that had been cleaned of bloody stains more than once, and a Brenary with purple hair, leather jacket, and aviator glasses. "What in the kahufu did you do?" the dwarf yelled, as she was wont to do. This time was different. "What did you do to the racers?" Nono scurried away from the intrusion, bumping into her scrap metal and engine parts, tripping over a pile of wires she had just finished working with.
What do you mean?
"You messed with the systems!" The upright otter pushed past the dwarf, coming face to face with the shivering turquoise ball of fur. She grabbed Nono's overalls by the straps, lifting the skittermander to the tips of her toes. "I'm the laughingstock of Absalom Station right now. No one believes I'm the best pilot anymore because you messed with my Magpie's engines. They're stripping all of Trigger's medals, and Abadar Corp has called for an investigation into all of our wins because of you." The dwarf appeared just over the Bernary's shoulder. She wasn't used to being outdone in the anger department. If she hadn't been so terrified and caught off guard, Nono might have laughed out loud at the totem pole of heads. Otter, dwarf, drow, that now stood before her.
You said the team needed to win. I made it so you would win no matter what. Just a few switched wires and an upgraded system.
Legally! Win legally! We don't need blockheads with calculators and gavels looking at all of our business. They only see in black and white, and the boss only sees in creds. She's gonna be so pissed. My endorsement's gone. You brought this mess on us, and you're gonna fix it. Sister won't be happy, said the grinning drow. Oh, don't worry. This little whelp will fix it. She'll fix everything. Or I'll take every cred lost from her. And once you're out of creds, the Brenary turned to look at the meatball stuffed in a suit, cracking his knuckles. I heard a pound of skitter flesh is worth 50 creds to some folk.
I was just trying to help. I'm sorry, Trigger. Helping is fundamental.
Nono's tears streamed into her fur, mascara running as her ears twitched. The whir was almost imperceptible if you didn't know what you were listening. She twisted her head, and there he stood, alive, for the first time ever. The drone took 2 clumsy steps forward, leveling his hunting rifles towards the totem pole of heads. Even more impossible to hear, he laughed, but it only sounded like cooling fans flittering. Nono's fear fled. It worked. She had done it.
He lives.
A shot.
I did it. He saved me, but why is there a hole in his body?
Her head twisted around to see the smoke billowing from the dwarf's tactical pistol. Scriff's body teetered to the side from the force of the blast, finally giving into the imbalance and tilting until prone. Laughter from the 3 team members of the Downside Kings echoed in her mind. Nono felt herself released from Trigger's grip, turning back into unbelief towards the bullies. It seemed like everything was in slow motion. She watched as the drow stepped forward, rearing his fist behind his Z-axis, then black. She awakened, they were gone. Nono crawled over to Scriff, examining the damage, ignoring her throbbing head and nose. She immediately went to work, replacing the marred parts.
Don't worry, buddy. I saw you. No one else may see it, but you've got smarts. I'll keep working on you until you're as alive as you can be.
She obsessed over every detail, completely missing a playing card dropped by the drow and left purposefully by the still swinging door. A king of hearts with a large X drawn over its suicidal visage. From gang to gang, the view bounces around. Some scrupulous work on a hover car on Verces here to a mugging in a diaspora strain there is seen, until we land on one gang where things are going poorly. The robbery committed by the bloodshot thugs has gone south. Almost all are dead save one who has a grenade in his mouth. But as you look around the carnage of the room, you have to wonder if the gang of Akeshti have already succeeded in their plan. With one foe still in front of you, although perhaps not for long, how will you handle it? Basically asking, what do you do?
We read comments!
That's right, everybody. We're going to take a little bit of a comment break because it was so tense right there. Good job, Jamie, my love.
We just hit level 2 of a hype train.
Choo-choo!
And it's been a lot of fun watching this. Thank you guys for your bits and your
awesome.
subs.
It's Lucas Martinez said, "Sad no makes my heart hurt."
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, for real.
100%. That's definitely the one that I was going to read as well.
The real POTUS 98 said, a drow in a business suit in space. In fact, if you haven't noticed, there have been a few drow that have popped up in the story so far. Maybe I've said too.
Crossbear18 said, "Give the people what they want." #bash.
Ah, man, you took mine. I love Bash.
Bash.
Bash is off with Crag.
I know. Bash is on another adventure right now.
Bash and Crag, baby.
We have a new follow in Soul Speak. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, Soul Speak. It's good to have you with us. We have subs from Sarah Ann Dippendy, who resubbed for 4 months now, and the Wild Ferret, who gifted 5 subs, and the Real POTUS, who gifted a sub to Raven5173. And then we have so many bit bosses. It's crazy. You guys are gonna have extra actions for days.
Yes.
Sarah Ann Dippity became the Bitbox Battle Boss and gave Jess the extra action. Sarah BC1 has become the Bitbox Battle Boss twice and has given Bonnie and Jess an extra action in combat. Spartan Undead has become the Bitbox Battle Boss and giving Katie the extra action, and Raven5173 has also become the Bitbox Battle Boss and giving Katie the extra action.
Amazing.
I have a lot of stim packs. Remind me what that is.
That's an extra +1 to any D20 that you're gonna
Oh,
roll.
I'm going. Remember that. Good
And you
stuff.
can pile those on all at once and be
Oh,
like,
I will.
So
Gonna make it rain stim packs.
Sarah BC1 also donated $56 for a med AI for the table and a nasty for Ben. What's the nasty?
What
for
is a
Ben?
nasty?
I mean,
How does that math shake out?
Yeah, you know, the math for and apparently the Wild Ferret has also become the Bitbox Battle Boss and has donated theirs to Jamie. So I mean, everybody but Mog's got extra actions.
That's okay.
So
They know that I'll just use it to look at stuff.
Who is that extra action from? Sorry, I was
That's
thinking
from the
math.
Wild Ferret.
Wild Ferret, thank you.
I believe it's an anesthetic dart is the bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm very excited.
that
But
makes
can we change the word? Can we change it to nasty? And Patrick
Yeah.
will just come
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
You want a nasty?
That way we can all group up our nasties and really spike one of Ben's
Those-
rolls.
those
Oh my
nasties
gosh.
together.
No, never mind. It gets weirder.
Well,
boy.
let's talk about this because I have, you know, there's a couple of times where you're like going into a game and you're like, I feel really, really ready. You know, I feel really prepared. And then somebody says something and then you're like, whoa, I'm not prepared. And then you do something and you're like, wait a second, I'm really not prepared. I didn't take any of your initiatives and write them down. So why don't I all re-roll initiative?
Wow.
Ben!
Wow.
Really?
I
Words.
know. I have my initiative roll.
Someone go back real quick and find our initiative. No, just kidding.
Okay.
Well,
Oh my gosh, my first roll is a nat 20.
Nice.
Okay. I do know that you went last, shoving it in the throat. So,
she
your
goes
turn will be
first.
skipped.
But
That's a 20, so 26.
Okay.
Well done.
Oh yeah.
What else we got?
I got 20. Yeah, nice.
I got lucky number 13.
Lucky number 13.
I got 23 because apparently I'm saving all my good rolls for today since I rolled horribly last night.
That's fair. Mog.
7.
A good old 7.
Good old Mog 7.
aw, we rolled the same number.
Yeah, we
Katie,
both
you've got a
added our
plus-
benefit.
Got a plus
Our
3 to
bonus.
that.
So good.
Okay. So here's what's gonna happen. Captain Phoenix just shoved a grenade down this guy's throat. Now I've thought about this quite a lot since we last were playing. Does he get a reflex save? Does he not get a reflex save? I mean, it's in this tiny creature's throat. It's in his mouth.
Well, the question we should be asking is, how is his gag reflex?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think we all.
Do you have that
let's-
written on his character sheet? Is
You
that
know,
an attribute
on the
that you
character sheet, they are very thorough. And
I mean, wouldn't that technically be under Constitution?
well, it does say he's got a plus 22 to gagging. So
Quickly, everyone send their nasties.
Why you all gagging?
I
Why
thought
are
I
you
had to
gagging?
roll an athletics check or something to grab him first, then shove it down his throat.
Right. So here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say that he gets no save. He's gonna take full damage. However, I will also say that you also are gonna take half damage right off the bat, because I'm assuming you've got his mouth and you've got it closed like this. Right?
I don't know, Ben. I've never stuck a grenade in someone's mouth before.
I have, and what you do is you shove it down the throat and then you run away immediately.
This is
See,
fair.
that's
I'll let-
what I said last week, but it's okay. Ben doesn't remember things.
I'll let
sometimes,
Phoenix
like
roll a
our
reflex
initiative
save
rolls.
to have the damage, which I was just going to give her. Instead, if she fails it, then she can have that as well. Now, what kind of grenade are we talking about here?
Pretty sure it was a shock grenade, but I don't remember.
Okay, a shock grenade.
You
Oh,
just roasted Ben for not remembering.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, here's the thing about
I
a
think
shock
I
grenade.
think it was.
I'm also going to need Jess. Bedzagak needs to roll a reflex save.
What? Why?
Well, because as this
not over
thing
there.
explodes, you
Oh,
are
wait.
within the
No, wait,
range
hold on, Ben.
of this grenade.
I don't know. I don't think it was. Hold on. I don't have my inventory up. Hang on.
Oh, now who's in trouble?
Sorry, there's too many documents.
Oh,
I feel that deeply.
This is taking forever. I'm just gonna
I do
eat
have
some taco.
inventory. If it helps, Katie.
I got it.
currently- Yeah. Okay.
Nope, that wasn't it. That was our cast for some reason.
I have it up, Katie. If it helps.
Okay.
On our inventory sheet, you have 2 frag grenades and 1 sticky bomb grenade.
Well, it wasn't the sticky bomb grenade. What is the? Oh, here it is. Got it. Okay.
Chris,
While she's thinking, Sarah BC1 gifted a sub to Finnegans.
Oh, how nice. Thank you, Sarah.
I rolled a 17.
A
just
17.
for
that
your
will
records.
save. That will
Word.
save.
Yeah, it was a shock grenade.
Okay, then, Katie, I'm gonna need a reflex save.
It's fine. I can do that. Hold on. Now I lost all my documents. Okay, I'm back. We're back. All right. Do I add a stem pack to this?
I wish I had a taco right now. Jeez.
I think you do.
Well,
I mean, I've got pretty good reflex.
touche.
Ooh, I just rolled an 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 as my
Okay,
reflex.
so you're gonna save and you're gonna take
MJ.
half damage.
Oh crap, I forgot how injured I was.
Yeah, roll your D8 worth of damage, and let's see if you go unconscious from your own grenade in its mouth.
Oh no.
I really did forget how hurt I was from last week. Cool, this is great. But it's only a 1d8.
Yeah, 1D8.
So,
You'll be fine.
it's just a flesh wound.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was, never mind, that was reflex, okay. 7?
7 points of damage. You
But
see
I
that
only
this-
take half.
Yeah, so you take 3 points of damage.
Oh, thank God.
And Jess, you also, Abenzagak will also take 3 points of damage as electricity just shoots out of his nostrils and just like goes straight through the two of you. What I will say is, you've all seen a picture of this Ikeshti, and I'm going to pull you to that picture again. You see that his jaw was kind of, has this helmet attached to it. There seems to be something strange happening there. And you blow that part right off, and now he doesn't have a lower jaw.
Cool.
Yeah,
But he has sparky boogers.
he definitely has sparky boogers.
Oh dear. This means he will not be able to communicate with us and answer the questions that I had for him. He is useless. We might as well just end him.
No, I'm not in the room.
I'm not in the room? Never mind. I was using my psychic ability to assume the captain deeply injured our friend here. I will back up slowly and pretend I didn't say anything.
No, I'm not in the room. Is what I got.
Oh, right.
What I will
I can't
also
stop.
say is that Sarah BC1 coming in hot, dropping $100 for a light 'em up for Mog. So a little bot floats down, just attaches itself to your weapon. You get one shot that has an extra D6 of damage, and then a wild magic good agent of chaos for our good friend Abenzagak.
Hey, I love weird things.
So I need you to roll a D20 here,
You
Jess.
betcha.
I hope you're
Oh,
a duck
no.
again.
Yeah, me too. I kind of hope you're a duck.
I don't know, man. I want a towel.
I want them to get the robot suit so that way they can carry me around like super well.
Leave him alone, you. 19. I rolled a 19.
19. Okay, hang on. Let me find it.
I love weird things.
Okay. A grenade floats down from the ceiling and it pops into your face.
Yeah.
And it says, "Excellent." Be excellent to each other. Luck stumbles your way because the future needs you, Abenzagak. When you miss, roll percentiles. If you roll 58 or higher, you get to re-roll your attack. There you go, Jess.
That's
Hope
neat.
you enjoy it. Yeah, there you go. It's a nice little thing. It's gonna last for two combats. So just so you are
Not
aware.
all combats.
Not all combats. I will say that there is still a filter fixes everything on Captain Phoenix, and there is still, Mog definitely still has a towel running around.
But I'm not still a duck.
You're not a duck anymore. That ended last time.
What about
Okay.
my electricity?
That
Abilities.
also ended last time, and so did the mechanized body parts that were on No-No. Speaking of Abenzagak, though,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
All right. How's this bad guy looking? Is he looking pretty bad?
I mean, he doesn't have a lower jaw.
That's probably pretty bad. I would like to punch the top half of his face. It goes backwards.
All right, so you're gonna have to climb on a table in order to make that happen.
Is it an aquarium or is it a table?
It's a table. Definitely not an aquarium. Why don't you give me a acrobatics to get up there?
Oh, you got it, my friend. Good thing I have that. 29. Thank
All right,
you very
yeah,
much.
you definitely jump up onto this table. Good for you. You're light and quick. And
Okie dokie.
roll your attack roll.
Well, blam! 12? No, that's a 9.
That is a miss. Now roll percentiles.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if I get...
You get 58 or higher, you get to re-roll your attack.
Okay.
Be excellent, Jess.
Haha, I got 89.
So now you can have an extra re-roll on your attack. Go for it.
Kablam! Oh my god, that's gonna be 16?
16. Oh boy. I just gotta make sure. Hang on.
Okay, no
Hang
problem.
on.
The
Hang
guy
on,
has
problem.
no jaw.
He doesn't
no
have a jaw.
Only has
I
a top
know.
part of his face. And I wanna like have 2 fingies that go up into his eyeballs.
A 16 is enough. Roll damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Melee. Alright. That's gonna be 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You punch him in the top. You kind of stick your fingers up his nose that just shot out electricity. Things are rough, but he's a tough guy. He's a tough little Akeshti. Very, very skilled. Model 392, it is your turn. What are you going to do?
Well, now I guess I shall enter. Was I not in the room? Where
You are
am I?
over in the room that is adjacent to this room. He has just run out of the room that you are currently in.
Yes. I will walk into the room and be like, "Excuse me." Well, I guess I will run. I will walk quickly. "Excuse me, we have questions for you. You no longer have a lower jaw, and you seem to be in pain. But please, do not run away."
Okay, so you walk in.
I guess he's useless to me now. He's not going to be able to answer my questions.
You don't know. Maybe he knows.
I'm going to grab a notebook and be like, "Please, will you please write down the answers to the questions that I am requesting?
Okay.
I know that you are in bad shape. Can I try and use persuasion?"
Yeah,
Do
roll
I
a
have that?
diplomacy check. And yes,
Okay.
Katie, I did skip you because I distinctly remember that you went last time, so I'm not giving you 2 turns.
21.
21. All right, you can see that he's a little bit frustrated. He does, not have a lower jaw.
Yes.
And maybe your diplomacy was not wasn't quite enough to maybe satisfy a blown off lower jaw.
Well, that sucks for you. You must be destroyed now. If he threw down I'm assuming he just ignored my notepad, so
Yes.
fine. If he's not going to cooperate, can I take my extra action and hit him?
Yes, you absolutely may. You have
I
to
would like
get
to
up
do
on
that.
the table.
I will also see how bad shape my captain is in and be upset because that is my captain. My captain.
Yeah, roll an attack roll. Are you using your entropic strike? Are you using your hammer?
I'll use my hammer. Let's go with the hammer.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm gonna press the button to extend it and make it intense.
Yeah.
It's hammer time. Da 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 da. Oh, oh. That's me trying to be cool. As I hit him, I want to make my cool armor turn into hammer pants.
Okay.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
air parachute pants. All right. I'm gonna roll. That is 18 plus 22.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Damage is one.
Clock him over the head with your hammer.
7 points of damage.
Points of damage. We're all chipping away at him now. No,
It's like
no,
whack-a-mole.
it is- Yeah, it
Whack
is
a
like
lizard.
whack-a-mole. No, it is your turn.
So, I remember from last session, the last thing Nono did was look through this glass for visitors and be like, "But you and I need to switch places."
Yes.
And I went running.
Right.
And I'm hearing a lot of booms and pows from the room behind me.
Yep.
And so Nono is going to continue running to the controls where she was headed. But as she does so, she's going to yell to Mog, "Hey, buddy! Things are getting weird in there, and you might want to take a look."
Okay. Good call. So you rush over there. Are
And
you?
technically, let me see how far that was. 30 feet, so that's one movement. What can I do with these controls?
You can use a computer's check to try and wrestle control of the arms away from the other side of the glass.
Okay, yeah, sounds fun. 23.
23 also is still not. You see that whatever setting is in there must still be flipped one direction so that when people are doing work inside, they can continue their work if an important process is going on. So you are unable to get control of these arms.
And I'm going to... Okay, Squiff, I need you to have my back right here. Just protect me in case things get even weirder. While I'm going to work on these buttons.
Okay.
All 6.
All 6. It's its turn now. It is unhappy with how this has played out, and it's gonna try and run for it again. It books it out of there, leaving its space, meaning anybody with a weapon and is armed in melee combat and can make an attack roll as it leaves its space. I can see you all bobbing over there.
Can I just do what I did to his friend and just do the extended arm and try and grab him?
Unfortunately, you cannot because it is his turn. This is an attack of opportunity. But if you would like to make an attack of opportunity, both you and Abedzagak can do it. Captain Phoenix, I'm not sure that you had out like a knife or anything like that, so...
Just my pistol. Does that count?
Pistol. No, because you can't do range.
Whack him.
Oh, gosh. Got an 18.
18 is a hit. Roll damage.
Kablam! 8.
8 points of damage with what were you using?
My fists.
Your fists. You just punch him with your hands.
Yeah.
All right, Model 392. Did you make a hit?
I did not roll. I shall roll that now. I wanted to. I will follow the lead of my captain.
Go for it.
Oops. Whoopsie doodle. A 7.
A 7? Is that a natural 1?
No.
Okay.
Why would that be a natural 1?
Well, you said 7. I thought you were adding your bonuses too.
I added my bonus was it's 4 for melee attack, right? Yes,
all right.
I rolled
so
a 3.
I just wanted to make sure because
It was not an. I would let you know if it was a natural 1. My face would have been a lot sadder if it was a natural 1.
I would have been very excited.
I know you would have, which was why I'm glad it was not a natural 1.
So he books it out. He can get all the way at the end here with his movement. They are quick little creatures. Mog, it is your turn. You see Nono ran out, tries to pull control from you on these little levers, and then all of a sudden this Ikeshti, just bleeding profusely, scurries out of the room and starts running back from the way you came. What do you do?
Something is going on indeed. I would like to... I just don't trust my abilities to stop this thing with any physical prowess.
Okay.
Nor do I think I want to hurt it. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to it. So I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, hold on. Sorry. 5, 10, 15, 25. And I'm going to cast Charm Person.
Aww. Okay. So he gets a will save against that.
Yes, he does.
Oh, do I have a sync? Darn.
That's an 18.
Yeah, that passes.
Thank goodness.
Oh, but Mog is so charming.
I know.
Benjamin, I'm going to use my extra action.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to use it to just look, okay? That's crazy. That's insane. I'm going to use it to try to grapple the creature. And it's not going to work.
Okay.
But it's a really great idea.
KAC plus 8.
absolutely.
Flippy hands.
Slime on him. Hugging slime.
Actually, wait. That's a really good idea. I want to slime in his space as well.
Okay, you make that space.
Thank you so
difficult
much,
terrain.
Jamie.
You're welcome.
Yes, I make that space difficult terrain. Here it comes.
You just goop
It basically
onto the
has to
space.
be a nat 20.
Yeah.
Slimy hug.
It was an 18.
Yeah, no, that is not enough as this goopy, slurpy Mog tries to hold on to this small Akeshti, and instead it's just like, you know those toys that when you squeezed them, they like shot out of your hand?
I think that's like the third time you've described Mog as that toy.
Yes, that toy. Have you guys ever heard of this toy? I don't think anyone's ever heard of it before.
I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this toy, but it is Mog. And now we are at Captain Phoenix's turn.
Cool.
What would you like to do, Captain Phoenix?
She's gonna take a step backward, and as she does, you guys are gonna notice that she kind of stumbles and almost can't catch herself, but manages to. And then would like to call upon Patches. How many back is that?
Patches hops down and starts healing you up. You get healed back for half of your level rounded up. So 2 points of heal.
And then...
Oh, yes, Captain Phoenix, here you are. Medical assistance. I am a duck now.
And
Quack,
then...
quack.
you,
Quack, quack, quack.
Bedzigek and Model 392 would notice that she pulls something from her belt and like stabs herself in the neck with it. Kind of similar to what they watched Patches do, and oh my god.
It's an artery and she is...
Well, I only got 4 hit points back.
Oh!
Cool.
I can help you out when we're at a 10-minute rest.
Okay, there are your actions. Bedzigak, it is your turn.
Oh my gosh, it is?
Yes?
Okay. Oh boy. Well, Bro's gone. Okay, I would like to follow this track, like where the hand is that's going across into this other room over here.
Yes.
Yes. So I would like to go in that direction because there's no more bad guys in here. And I would like to travel to get on the other side of the glass of my friend. No.
Okay.
And I would like to press my face against the glass and be like, "Did we get him?" He doesn't have half a face. And maybe be like, "Did we do it? Yeah. No. I followed instructions."
No just looks at a Bedzigek and goes, waving
That
her
is
head.
Model 392's turn.
I approve of that turn.
At this point, I'm going to look at my captain and go, processing. Captain, if you would like, I could try to, I don't think I have like any healing like spells or anything, but like I do have a very high medicine check. So Ben, correct me if I'm wrong. Can I try and help the captain in any way?
With your skill check, treat deadly wounds. It takes 10 minutes, and it does require like a medical kit.
Okay. Well, Captain, once we have a medical kit, I believe I can assist you. But with your permission, I would like to chase after our friend that we have injured. By friend, I mean enemy, who only has half a face. However, I believe he is familiar to me, so he might actually be a friend of mine. Regardless, what would you like me to do, Captain? Is this my whole turn? I should probably start running. So I'm gonna, I guess I'll start moving, and chasing after, because obviously I'm no use to the captain now. Patches is taking care of the captain. Sure, that's what I'll do. I will start running after the thing. And if I run, can I take a shot with my pistol?
Yes, you do have a shot, although it does get a little bit of cover because Mog is towering slimily over it. But you can take a shot.
That is okay. I'm quite handy with a pistol, according to the lamp that I destroyed back at our dorm.
By the way, my extra action was brought to you by Sarah BC1, who I believe was the Bitbox Battle Boss.
Perfect.
So thank you, Sarah.
That is a 23 with my pistol.
A 23, even with a little bit of cover. You see Mog dip his his like slime shoulder low, and it just, you see your opening and you take your shot. You hit this thing square in its chest. Roll damage.
Excuse me, please do not run. Shoot. 6 points of damage.
And you kill this thing.
Oh dear, that was not my intention. I meant to render it unconscious. Captain, I have killed our enemy. I apologize if you wanted to ask him questions.
With
You don't
that,
think we would have gotten much out of him?
Doesn't have a jaw.
I was hoping that he could at least illustrate us some pictures.
Like, Ben, can I do a medicine check? Is he dead, or is he just like really wounded and bleeding?
well, yeah, he didn't have any resolve points.
Oh,
Of course he
shoot.
didn't. Of course he did.
He used them all up throughout the day. Stupidly. How foolish of him to use all of his resolve. No,
I
you
guess
know
he
what?
did
If-
break into a.
If you want to like save this half-mouthed Takeshti feat, then yeah, who am I to stop you? What do you want to do, Monk?
Firstly, I want to make a medicine check to see if I could just stabilize the wounds.
Sure.
I'm not looking to spend all my resources because I got a captain to help. Okay, well, 5 on the die plus 6 is 11.
He just is bleeding everywhere. I mean, it looks like he fell really hard on his face, and now the other half of his jaw is like in a bad position.
Oh my god.
Like you really, really made things rough for him.
I would like to put my towel on top of him.
I would like to say, that's the ticket.
Nice catchphrase.
We should all say thank you to Here Be Dragons D&D, who is rating.
Hey, dragons!
Here be dragons, there be dragons, things in space. Ooh. Are we out of combat?
Yeah,
Is it
you're out
over?
of combat now.
Oh
It's over.
boy, I needed to breathe. We just went right into that.
And you can kind of tell now that this place has quieted down. Use.
I'm just gonna look around and be like, clean up on all 4. Ha ha ha. Because I'm assuming there's dead people everywhere.
There's death all over the place. I mean, it's nuts. There's just, everybody is, there's like 4 Keshti lying over there. There's a robot upstairs that's all messed up. The only thing is that there's this air elemental that's floating around. It's like, oh, hey, cool. I'm happy to be here.
Nono, seeing this break, takes the chance to run exactly opposite of where she is currently, back to where she was, into the control room.
As you would.
And she all 6 grapples Abedzagak. Oh,
love it.
thank goodness you're not a duck anymore. I was really worried about you, friend. And then we were separated by glass, and like I wasn't with Scriff, and I got really worried.
Personally, I really thought it was cool because it was like me and Patches were like, whoa, which one is it? Can't tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad.
You know, I don't want to hug Patches though. Just you.
Thanks, man. Hey, question.
So,
How do you feel about that claw that's like on this track up here? Could you use that for anything?
I mean, I could have a lot of fun with it.
I would like to yank it off of the track, please.
Okay.
Ready to do something?
Do you want to make a wisdom check first?
Okay.
Nat one.
10.
No.
10. You kind of know that this is you've been around this area before. You kind of work here.
I know, but I'm a little,
Yeah. No, I get it.
I'm all activated right now.
Sure. Yeah. No, I get that. You're activated. You want to rip this thing, which is part of the museum, off of the roof, and give it to Nona. Why don't you roll a strength check?
No problem.
Wait. I mean, but it's still attached.
What?
Like we could play like tag. That's
there too? Is that what you're saying?
No. Leave it up there, and you go hide, and I'll try to find you and tag you at the arm.
You're trying to tag him as a gag?
I
Like,
didn't mean
smack
rip
them?
it from the ceiling.
Oh, I thought that's what you wanted. I'm sorry.
No.
You're sending me all these mixed messages.
Okay, clear messaging, clear communication. Claw stays where it is. You and I have fun while the rest of them do work.
That's good.
Okay?
And if you all go over to your inventory page, I just dropped a lot of loot on top of you. You find like backpacks, cred sticks, some toolkits. You find some battle gloves, a lot of long swords, but not like, oh, wait, here's just a sword. They're like really cool futuristic long swords with weird shapes cut in the middle of them. And you also find that the Ikeshti that you were fighting that were near the aquarium, they have these nice stones that are in their bag.
Cool.
Rare minerals, even.
Do I recognize any of these stones?
Roll a wisdom check.
19.
19. Yeah, you don't recognize them per se, but you do notice that they are very similar sized, and oh, that's malachite right there. Oh, well, there's a sign right over here next to the aquarium in one of these displays that says malachite. So like, you think that they belong in this museum.
Processing. They stole rocks.
I mean, I did it too, so...
I would like to speak to the air elemental when I get a chance.
Okay, yeah, you walk over to the airhead. Yes, what's going on?
I think the immediate danger has been eradicated. Where would you like to be? Would you like to go back into your hole?
Yes.
Or bubble of sorts?
Yes, I would love to go back into my bubble. I believe it's going to take a little bit of work.
Yes, I will speak to my friend. No about it.
Oh, okay. You're a pretty good guy. I feel like we could have long conversation.
I think so too. In a way, it would make sense for both of us to say, don't be hasty.
Don't be hasty.
Don't be hasty.
I love that phrase. Don't be hasty.
I run over and I say, what are you guys talking about?
I was getting lost in conversation. I think we were personality and voice matching for a moment there.
Question for you, Ben.
Yes.
Whenever the elementals said that they had seen me before, I heard that, right? Or were they just speaking to Mog?
No, you absolutely heard it.
Okay, cool. Then I'll probably head over there too to ask him about that.
Okay.
So I
You
guess
walk
I'll just
over.
do that.
Oh, yes, you're the one that I talked to earlier.
Yes, you said that you have seen me here before. Can you elaborate on that? Was there camera's footage? Was there any type of a conversation that you and I have had before? Please elaborate.
Oh, I saw you walk down the stairs. It was dark. And then you got hit by a robot.
Indeed. When was this? How long ago was this incident?
Let me just look at my watch. I have a clear concept of time. No, I'm sorry, I'm being sarcastic.
Processing.
Enjoyable.
I do not understand sarcasm.
I have no concept of time.
I see. Thank you for your help. It has been not helpful at all.
And aren't sleeping quarters like right outside and around the corner?
Yes, there are sleeping quarters right outside and around the corner. You know that you have been working and living at the Deep Cultures Institute dormitories, which were right outside of this museum. They're attached to it in a way.
Phoenix is gonna exit the room she's in and pass by Model 392 as well as Mog. And she just kind of like looks up at them. She's like gripping, like blood oozing from her side, and she's like limping, and she just kind of like looks up at them, gives like a little nod, and just like keeps limping forward. And she's gonna go back to the sleeping quarters.
So Captain Phoenix goes to bed.
My captain requires my attention. Mr. Airhead, would you mind if I helped you after I helped my captain?
Oh, yes, of course.
Wonderful.
Nono and Abedzagak, you are in the final room in which the last Akeshti he was in. You noticed that sort of item that you had seen before, that octagon, and how it is a
Astral transponder.
Astral transponder, and you know it sent information someplace, but you do have a few kind of clues about what's going on. You have that astral transponder. You also notice that there was a device that was jamming your communications.
The onion.
And there also was the key card that was on Savage that had cryogenics on it.
Is there any cryogenics department in the Deeper Cultures Institute?
In the Deep Cultures Institute, there is no cryogenics.
Would we be able to identify anything about this cryogenics badge?
Do you want to search the infosphere for any logical information that you might find on it?
You betcha.
You go on your personal comm unit and you realize that your signal is jammed.
Can I turn off the onion?
You turn off the onion, the signal jammer stops. And now you can access the infosphere.
Thought I turned off the onion last time. Oh, cool. What do I find?
I need a culture check.
Boy. Oh, okay. Does this have to do with the criminal underworld?
Why don't you just roll your check and then you tell me, yes, it does. Roll
Okay.
your...
Okay, 24.
24. You know that this is a, you must have seen some sign of it somewhere when you made your trip to Corona, because you realize that this cryogenics is a business within the bubble city of Corona. That's what you get with your culture check. Yeah.
That's it?
Well, yeah, I would say it says that cooling is an industry so common in the Burning Archipelago it's almost invisible. So you would think that
Okay.
maybe it could be a front for some sort of criminal organization.
Oh. Oh, okay. But there's no other information I can get from these computers as to what was transponded.
You can roll a computers check on the computers, yeah.
Okay. Because, like, if I can figure out what information was sent, it would be helpful, right?
Yep.
It's a 24.
24. You start working in on this Deep Cultures Institute, and it's taking a lot of time to sort of hack into this computer. And sure enough, before anything happens, you get a and it wakes up Captain Phoenix, I'm sure, who is furious at this point. But the alarm sounds similar to the one that you heard this morning that woke you up. But you are not able to access the information as it blocks you out of the computer.
Okay.
Captain Phoenix, you are back in the room. You see that Mog approaches you. What do you do?
I wake up, but she's not that angry. She's just tired and takes a swig of her whiskey.
Knock, knock.
Is that what Mog says? Knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
And will you take a look at the donation document? Sorry.
Okay.
Enter.
Hello, my captain. I thought you could require some assistance. May I take a look at your wounds?
Yes, thank you.
While I treat your physical wounds, may I suggest perhaps a mental wound as well?
Do you want one?
What?
I was just thinking that I've been feeling distant from you a little bit. Perhaps it would be nice to reconnect or find a shared interest.
What do you want to talk about?
Purpose?
Anything else?
The worth between a surface level conversation and one that is deep.
Yes. You'd like to talk about the difference between a surface level conversation and a deep one.
Or perhaps something that seems surface level but is much
Mog,
deeper.
what do you like to do for fun? You ever been on a vacation?
I believe I have. Everywhere I go, I enjoy learning. Learning about different cultures and those who inhabit those worlds. I've answered your question. May I ask one of my own?
Answered my question, but sure, go ahead.
Why is the whiskey so important to you?
Not important. Just like it.
Something surface that runs much deeper.
Or I could just like it.
Yes, that's an option. Then I'll be quiet and just mend the wounds.
All right. So you are doing a treat deadly wounds. I'm assuming at this point.
I would actually love to use my mystic healing,
All right.
the
perfect.
healing touch.
Use healing
So
touch.
it's 5 per level, so it'd be 15.
Yeah, he's got some healing time.
Thank you, Mog.
Are you back up to full health? Because you can also treat deadly wounds.
I will also do
I
that.
am
yeah.
not back up to full health with just 50.
I would love to treat deadly wounds.
Yo, Mog, get some over here on me.
Should I roll medicine?
Actually,
Yes.
Ooh, 21.
1. All right. So you are able to heal up 1 hit point per level, and then add your intelligence modifier.
Mine?
Yes.
1.
Ah.
I
So
am back. I
so
am back.
4 points of 4 hit points back. Captain Phoenix goes to sleep. The rest of you, the other 3 that are still hanging out within the museum, what do? You still have a little bit more time. What are you doing?
this is a mechanics question.
Yes.
Because I'm trained in computers and engineering, and Model 392 is partially built, can
Correct.
I try to heal her?
Do you have a healing kit?
No, but I just want to put wires to
You just
the
want to
right
shove some
spot.
wires in there?
It's mostly my organic material.
Oh.
But thank you, no.
I just want to see. Wait a second! If you don't mind, 392. So, I did know another android, and I poked around in his brain a little bit. I know it sounds weird, but I helped him. If you really want to get your memories back, I could take a shot.
I would like this. Also, I had an idea that I was going to ask for your assistance, No. The air elemental mentioned that I was hit by a robot. It could have been this robot that I had female dog slapped earlier. Could we not intentionally poke around in this robot and see if it has any archival footage of myself?
Yeah.
Or information about hitting me?
And No, first we'll take a look. Are there any other cameras in these rooms?
It doesn't seem like this area is widely. There are cameras in the room, but it doesn't seem like they are widely in use. It almost feels like maybe they are up there for display purposes. You know, like when somebody
Yeah.
will,
Yeah. Okay, then at 392's request, I will go take a look at the robot.
At the robot. So you start digging around inside the robot. Roll an engineering check.
And might I say, once you are done poking around inside this machine, I do consent to you poking around in my head as well. Just because I trust you, No. You are my true friend.
392. That means a lot. Just don't let a Bedzigak hear you say it.
Bedzigak walks over and says, "What are you guys talking about?"
It's a 24 for the robot.
4 for the robot. You can't. I mean, that slap must have been an impressive slap, because you can't really find what you're looking
So No will turn to 392.
It was no bueno up in the robot brain, but I could still take a look at you.
Processing. No bueno. Spanish. No bueno in the no braino. I made a joke. Humor.
I like it.
Thank you.
So I'll start poking.
Sorry. I snort left.
Actually, because 392 is probably taller than me, I'm gonna call a Bedzigak over to me and like crawl up a Bedzigak's back, which I'm sure we've done many a time before, and sit on on their shoulders.
I can
Okay.
also sit down.
No,
I am capable of. Oh, okay.
This is so much easier. Don't worry.
And sit on a Bedzigak's shoulders.
What
while,
are you doing?
Trying to help out 392.
Oh,
No is going to attempt to reactivate my memory core.
It's
Neat.
about this time that that you're fiddling around with this, that you start to see that like a security guard comes in along with Scruffy the Brinary. He's the
Janitor.
on-call janitor.
Oh dear, he's got his work cut out for him.
Oh, this is messes all here. It's a messy place.
is your name Hank too?
No. Scruffy. My name's Scruffy.
Oh, sorry.
And pretty soon after that, Nib comes running in too. Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. You killed a lot of. Ooh. You killed a lot of people in here.
Ah,
You're welcome.
Have I made my way back into the room at
Oh,
this point?
definitely. At
Okay.
this point, you have. Quick question before I continue along with this line of thought processing. I need to know, what are you doing with those rocks?
Are they pretty rocks?
They are a bunch of stones that Model 392 pointed out that they were in the bags of the Akeshti, but it looks like they belong to the museum.
Are any of them onyx?
No, none of them are onyx.
If I know of them, I would certainly like to try to give them back.
Okay.
I stated it to everyone, so you would know.
Okay.
They stole rocks. I'm recapping.
So Nib says, "Oh, I'm so grateful that all of you are here. Wow, that you were so close to this. It was really fortunate for us. We're just so fortunate to have all of you here. My date went well, just for any of you that were wondering. Anyway, I'm having a good night except for this. So, you know what? Why don't you all go rest up, and I'll handle everything, and then I'll come see you in the morning, and we can talk about what happened."
Sure you don't need any help cleaning all this up?
I've got Scruffy. Scruffy's the best janitor in all the business.
Okay.
You know, Scruffy is he's cleaning up everything at DCI, so no problems.
Cool. Everyone has a useful function. Let's go lay down, guys.
I would suggest disinfecting. There are a lot of bodily fluids that have been spread around this museum.
Literally what I was saying, but I think the janitor got it handled. Let's go lay down.
All right.
I will say that on the body of Vadak, that was his name. On the body of the other Akeshti, you do find that there is a key card to the Museum of Ender Solar Sciences. A key card that matches all of your key cards very easily.
I will take it because I don't believe I have a key card yet. I don't work here.
You don't have a key card, so
Fantastic! I now am employed.
Yeah. It has a name on it.
Sounds like you're a part of the group.
It has my name on it?
It has a name on it.
Oh.
It doesn't have Model 392.
Yeah, I was like, how convenient. This is my card.
What's the name?
It has the name Cecil on it.
Cecil.
I show it to Nib.
Oh, Cecil. Cecil Fand. Yeah, Cecil works here.
I would look into Cecil. Perhaps a conversation with a security officer.
Oh, I mean, sure. But Cecil's been gone for about a month. He's taken a vacation to Castrovel. Could just be that he might have left it here. I don't know.
Perhaps we should check his home and see if there has been some form of invasion.
Sure, I mean, we can look.
I have another question for you, Nib.
Oh, yeah,
as well as our wonderful, peaceful airhead that would like to be returned to his home.
How long does that spell last?
Share languages, 3 hours.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
We do this all night.
The airhead mentioned that he had seen Model 392. Have you seen Model 392 as well?
Hello, I am Model 392.
No. I haven't. This is when Scruffy chimes in.
Oh, yeah. That was a robot. Found that robot. Gave that robot over to that Skinnermander. Grab robot pieces. Looks like you got it fixed.
Could we speak to this robot?
Yeah. Kind of points at Model 392.
I am confused. I believe they are referring to me. I was the robot. I had camouflage. I believe it was part of a defense mechanism, but I'm not sure because I don't remember. Right, Ben?
Yes, that is absolutely the case.
Wonderful.
And you do remember. Look at that.
I remember everything now.
Who was the other robot?
The other robot is the one that you fought.
Oh, okay.
Lots of
That's
robots
destroyed.
in this world.
That is also now scrap metal. Haha, what comes around goes around.
Yeah, put it in the pile.
If you can just move that pile to our dormitories, I would appreciate it.
Sure. Now we're gonna have to buy a new security robot since that one meant to wander this hall. But you know what? I'll give you all the scrap pieces.
Thank you.
Can I check to see if there are cameras in this area?
Yes, there are cameras, but no, go for it.
They're just for display.
Oh, that's right.
We need to pay a bill to a security company and get it hooked up to the cloud.
Well, I mean, let's ask all of you. Would you rather have them hire a security company, or would you rather them hire you and you earn the credit?
Security company.
Touche.
So what's next?
Yes, sleep.
Yeah, sleep.
You
Yeah.
head off to your respective dormitories.
I would love to treat everyone's wounds before I go to sleep. Whoever
Okay,
needs
roll a
it.
D20, yeah.
I need it pretty badly, actually.
I'll do model 392 first.
Thank you. Please heal my
I-
organic material.
I only got an 11 for you.
Unfortunately, you do not treat the deadly wounds.
Oh no. And
That's
now
fine.
a Bedzigak?
Yeah.
I got a 17. No, 18.
You heal up 3 points. for
Thank you so
Bedzigak.
much.
Nice.
But
That's
don't
fine.
worry,
I'll sleep on it.
after you sleep, yeah, you gain back your level in hit points, and also you gain all of your stamina back.
Cool.
You go and you rest. As the new morning wakes up, you all stretch, feel pretty good. And Nib is actually in the lounge area, and she's making a pot of coffee for all of you.
Nyx is probably the first one awake because she got the most sleep.
There you go.
So she's up and she's grabbing that coffee and she's in a great mood, oddly. Nib, good morning. Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. Oh, of course. Oh, you mean the coffee? Of course. Yeah. Good. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. So, how'd you sleep the rest of the night?
Oh, great, actually. How did you get here?
Oh, yeah, I got here last night. After the alarm went off, I just sort of I had to leave for my date and then come over here just to make sure everything is tip-top shape. How much do you know about last night? Because it's kind of really bad.
Oh, I would assume it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you saw my wounds from yesterday, but yeah, I almost died. But it's no big deal. I'm fine now, thanks
Oh, all
to
right.
Mog.
That's good.
But yes, I would assume it is bad.
Yeah. So you want the good news or the bad news first?
Oh, she pulls out her whiskey flask and starts filling it, like adding it to her coffee.
Yeah.
Just you pick. You pick.
All right. I'll start with the good news. Should we wait for everyone, or do you? I mean, I could say it again. I'm pretty excited about the good news. I mean,
Just go. Go ahead.
yeah. Well, nothing physically was stolen from the museum. I think you all stopped pretty much everything. There's some damage to certain things. Getting that air elemental back into the tube. Man, that guy is kind of hard to wrangle sometimes, but we got him in there. And overall, nothing left. And so we're pretty happy with what you've done. We would like to offer you a reward for doing that.
Yes, we accept. What is it?
1,500 credits.
We accept.
Okay. Yeah, I figured you would. You know, nothing like a little bonus sometimes. You know. So, but there's also the bad news.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Go ahead and get to the bad news.
Yeah. So, we had a lot of information that was floating around that we were working on specifically from when Far Portal fell into the sun and descended in there, and then you know, what am I talking about? You were there. You know that was crazy. And we had readings from the sun. We had actually that solar air elemental was flying around in that area when it happened. We were so close and so curious about finding out the deep cultures, and it's been stolen. Whatever that octagon thing was, that astral transponder that Nono was talking about, it pulled all of that information from Far Portal, and it's gone. And now I need you all to
Oh, let me guess.
find it. find it any way you want to, but we could really use your help here.
Well, how are we supposed to find anything without my ship?
I can offer you financial compensation for this as well.
We accept.
Okay, good to know. If you can
5,000 credits.
That's a lot of credits.
Or my ship.
I can offer you 2,000.
Ooh, I mean, we did just receive these credits now, and I keep getting new crew members, it seems like, every adventure we go on. So how am I supposed to keep feeding the crew and compensating them on a measly 2,000 credits?
Have you not had the cafeteria food here? It's pretty good, all right? I mean, it's open. I gave you a food card. All you gotta do is go down to the cafeteria. You can get breakfast, lunch, dinner. They sometimes have snacks, too.
Look, I'm a reasonable person, but 2,000 credits, I'm just not sure.
Roll a diplomacy check.
27.
Right, listen, a few years of our research has been taken away. This is a very large setback for us. I can't offer you more now. I can't offer you more now. I can maybe get you some later, but I'm gonna have to find it. There's so much research that we just lost.
Yes, and it seems like that research was very important, as was my ship. As I'm sure you know, we kept here at your shipyard and hoping that, it would be safe under this protection, but, alas, it was taken from me.
The ship was not kept here. That was kept at Dawnshore, another bubble city. So Dawnshore is over here. You are currently in Stella Cuna, which is this bubble city. And then remember the other bubble city, which you have visited, is Asana Town. So those are the three that you really have known right now. Think of them as small Hawaiian islands just blasted with the solar sun. And in bubbles of living atmosphere. In fact, I can show you what they look like. I don't know if I've showed you this picture before over on Roll20, but I would love to show you what the bubble cities look like. Yeah, so you can see they're connected by these energy tethers.
Oh, cool.
But they
First off, it's literally like a floating city inside of a bubble.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying it's a bubble city.
Right, but for people just listening who think you're talking about, I don't know, the bubble city of the NBA, this is a literal city inside of a literal bubble.
This is why I love you so much, Jamie, because I never would have thought of that. We're two sides of the. I love you. All right, keep going. Yeah. So
it has a very warm color palette for those listening.
Yeah. Think lots of sun colors.
Ambers and golds.
But you can see that they're connected by these tethers, and this is what I was saying, those line crawler, like subway car ships, they shoot along these energy lines back and forth, but the entire environment is protected from the sun. And it's a very interesting place to be.
Is where Nib is. So Nib wants us to go find this information. Is this on a different bubble city? Has she mentioned, or?
She doesn't know where this is.
Okay.
But she's hoping that any of you might have information.
Okay.
Are we awake now?
I was gonna say, if I smell coffee, Nono's up.
Nono probably walked in like 4 or 5 sentences ago, where I'm just like, well, I mean, like 5,000 credits, and Nono's just like, Popping on in.
Oh, here's the thing. Nono's like a high energy all the time, but before now that Mims has introduced her to coffee, there is no speaking to her, no making sense of anything before the coffee in the morning. So she just like over to the coffee machine and like pours it.
She's
and
got
like
6 cups in her hands.
and
she
grabs
just,
the creamer. Well, it's gotta only be 3 because she's gotta be able to grab the creamer and like pour it in and then be able to stir it. And she begins like sipping, and as soon as she drops one, she picks up the next, then the next.
They're all the
Slowly but
little
surely.
tiny cups.
Yeah,
So
They're like
good.
espresso-sized cups.
Yeah, yeah.
Slowly but surely, you all wake up, and you know, Nib has set up a nice little early morning breakfast with some danishes of Burning Archipelago danishes, which are a little bit burnt. That's the kind of the key phrase of it. Like that's how they like everything here, is just a little bit burnt.
Yep. I'm gonna go, I guess, to the coffee next to Nono and be like, processing. I do not remember if I enjoy coffee.
I'm gonna
I would.
see-
Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I would like to be sitting at an adjacent table, staring into my coffee, like.
It seems that the entire crew participates in this tradition of drinking coffee in the AM. I would also like to.
I would like to insert myself into the conversation with Nib and the captain. Good morning. I am a morning person. Hmm?
Oh,
Yes, my crew, as you can see. Welcome, everyone. Good morning.
Did you hear that? The captain. She has included me in the crew. I am officially a part of the crew. Did you all hear this? I am present in this conversation.
As you are.
Bottle 392, you can have my coffee. Here you go.
I'm gonna
thank you.
I'm gonna turn to Mog and just kind of pull him aside, just not too far away from Nib, because I want that conversation to continue. But I just kind of want to, just kind of. Are you drinking coffee, Mog?
Nope.
No. Okay. So Phoenix will go to like
Herbal
cheers-
tea.
Yeah. Phoenix will go to cheers
Gives
her
my
coffee
insides
mug with
coffee
kind of
breath.
nothing,
Oh, nice.
and just be like, Mog, thank you for yesterday. Thank you.
Was it helpful?
Yes, I'm no longer dying, so
Ah,
very helpful. Thank
I
you.
see. I was hoping for something else to be helpful, but I understand if it wasn't.
Look, Mog, I understand that you want to get to know me or get to know anyone, and I have to say, perhaps you should try some lighter conversation first, instead of just jumping right into very difficult questions.
I once met a very interesting bird. It flew with only a single wing.
That is very interesting.
I want to hear more.
Birds are very light. They have hollow bones.
No, about the one with one wing.
A light conversation. Hmm?
Indeed, like a bird. How light they are in the sky as they fly.
I'm sorry. Do you all listen? I don't mean to break up a great conversation about birds or anything like that, but I do. We are kind of
Nib, yes. We'll find your information. I'm sure
Okay.
Nono has information about your information, and we shall find said information.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. And I appreciate it. And I gotta go to work.
And we look forward to the 3,500 credits we will be provided for this service. Thank you for your understanding, and we will see you later.
Yeah. Okay. And Nib walks out and is kind of just, this little Yosoki rat person's she's just shaking her head like, oh man, what did I get myself into? And she leaves. And
going-
as
Oh.
she leaves, why don't we leave too for a few minutes and have a little mid-show break?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. We're just gonna leave. We'll see. No, we'll be back in just a little bit. We're taking a little mid-show break.
I guess you'll never know how Model 392 drinks her coffee.
I can't wait to find out.
All right, we'll see y'all in a little bit.
Goodbye.
It's like a giant airplane hangar, except it's filled with all these cars and computers and mechanics everywhere using all of these high-tech tools. And everybody's friendly. Very friendly.
Who says big can't be friendly? Not Toyota San Diego, with 43 service bays, a huge customer lounge, Wi-Fi everywhere, and besides friendly.
Big. Really big.
The really big and very friendly Toyota San Diego, just off the 8 at Mission Gorge.
It's huge.
Better give me all you've got, or I would have got you.
You're making a big mistake, pal.
Yeah, why's that?
Because I control the power of the universe.
If the atmosphere at your table is less than impressive,
That doesn't normally happen.
you may find it hard to create those magic moments your players crave. Lucky for you, Sirenscape is available for download on your mobile device.
Time's up.
Now that's impressive.
First time. Every time.
Go to Sirenscape.com today to download your free trial and get the right sound for your tabletop games. And don't forget to check out Sirenscape in action every Friday night on Dragons and Things. There are legends of a mighty forge where the greatest tabletop weapons are smithed by expert crafters from the finest of materials. Only the strongest of adventurers may wield such relics. Weapons and armor forged from the strongest metals. Mystic foci for the forces of fate, carved from the finest stones. And unique treasures that cannot be found anywhere else in the realms. But beware, the forces of evil may find dark and powerful relics of their own in the online armory. Arm yourself with these gaming relics and equipment to take your tabletop adventures to exciting new dimensions. Go to NorseFoundry.com now to arm yourself with the finest weapons in the realms.
Add the Sirenscape Online player to your virtual tabletop sessions for immersive sounds and epic music broadcast to your players in real time with seamless quality. The online player bridges any distance to bring your gaming group together. Get the Sirenscape Online player today at Sirenscape.com.
With some more things in space. Let's take a few moments to read some comments, shall we? Y'all don't even know. Just three-fifths of my cast just chowing on food. I love it.
I would have gotten something. I just forgot.
Yeah, I totally missed the memo.
I know.
I forgot to eat today, so here we are. Oh.
I like this comment from Fractured Avatar 13. Ben had hair and no beard. That must be CGI.
That's some pretty good effects there.
Will you wear a wig the next time you DM a game?
Nice.
Yeah. I know exactly what wig I'm gonna wear.
No. No, not that wig.
Scared to ask.
We need to know what that wig. What do we need to get to find out what that wig is?
Who knows? We'll see. Nothing hurts. If we get 40 more subs or 50 more subs by the end of this episode, I'll wear the wig next.
What are we at? What are we at?
I'm just saying 50 more.
Oh, it'd be so much easier to hit a donation goal versus subs.
Right? Can we do a donation goal?
You want to do donation
I would be okay.
goal?
It's just a little work to make the wig presentable, but I will do so.
What's like 50 more in donations? Is that like 200 or is that what? Like, what would you say the donation goal would be?
I say we make it really weird and do like $137.41.
All right.
Annan.
Yeah. I'll wear a wig if we can get to the exact goal of $137 and wait, what? And 41 cents.
I think.
Zippy saying 305 and 94 cents.
Hold on, is it kind of like that one Vegas game where if you go over, then it doesn't work? Like, do you have to hit that number?
If you go over, that's fine. But
got it. Okay.
Sarah said, "Oh sure, now you ask for the goal." I get it. Well, we didn't know about this wig thing. All right, Sarah.
Silent Age says No goes full Stitch after a few espressos.
Oh, sure.
That's good.
I love that Skittermanders actually have a thing called hyper.
Yeah.
Which, that is so great to me.
Without coffee. It's Mims's fault.
Yeah. So useful.
Incredible. The Wild Ferret has become the Bitbox Battle Boss and has given Mog an extra action. And Sarah BC1 has become the Bitbox Battle Boss and has given Model 392 the extra action.
Woo! Thank you, Sarah.
Everybody's been getting all these extra actions except for somebody you know and love and cherish who runs the game. So you just think about that next time you get a Bitbox.
Not ringing a bell.
Boss.
Ben, I think you have enough. I think you get enough action.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
We've been followed by Marion Poliquin. Hey, I got that one right, even though I couldn't see it. And we have subs from Kyle Rubarts, who's resubbed for 3 months, and Sarah BC1, who gifted to Hardliner. Thank you so much for all of you out there. So we really, really appreciate it. Okay, Nib has walked away. You are eating your burnt Danishes with spicy habanero on it.
Being very meta.
Yeah, it's got red pepper flakes. It's like really the hottest Danish you've ever had.
But it's balanced by the cream cheese, right?
No, they only have spicy cream cheese.
I love it.
Doesn't notice it's spicy at all.
That is very true. And Nib has told you that like this is I will pay you all this money if you can go find our lost information. Years of information around Far Portal that has now been stolen from the Museum of Ender Solar Science.
Oh, yes. While you were all sleeping, Nib stopped by and had good news, bad news. You know how it goes. Apparently there's some information that's been stolen, so we have our next mission.
Is this the mission in which she referred to paying us, what, 3,500 credits?
Oh, yes, indeed. And we were also rewarded for our previous engagements. And she'll hold up the... it's not a bag of money. This is Starfinder. Cred stick.
Yep.
Seems like a very high amount for such a important and noble cause.
I'll go around and kind of tap everyone's cred sticks.
Oh my goodness, do I have a cred stick? Is this my first payment? Oh my goodness, I'm very excited. I've also had coffee, and you'll see like a line of mugs in front of Model 392 because she was sampling different how, like one is black, one's with a lot of cream and sugar, one's trying to figure out how she likes her coffee, because, how they like their coffee, because Model 392 doesn't know.
Yeah, I love that.
It's like that Office episode where they all try the espresso, except it's not an entire office, it's just you.
Yes. But now I know like how I like my coffee. And now I have a cred stick. Do I have a cred stick, Ben?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now I have a cred stick.
Captain.
Yes.
Can I talk to you for a minute privately?
Yes. Phoenix will pour herself some more coffee and walk over toward a bedskick.
You can just split my money to everybody else. I don't want it.
Why?
Because I don't want it.
Why?
Anyway, have you tried these Danishes? They're delicious.
They are quite delicious. I'm not going to give your share.
I don't want it.
Why?
We can talk about it later. Maybe at lunch.
Talk about it now? What's going on? Do we
I
need to
don't know.
step into... I'm gonna grab a Bedzagak's hand very gently and just sort of guide them into, like a little more of a private area.
Yeah, in the rooms. You're right next to the rooms.
And I'll shut the door. Is there something you need to talk to me about?
Mostly just that I don't matter and I am useless, so just give my money to everybody else, please. Thank you, goodbye!
Well, I will not accept that, and as your captain, you shall stand there and listen.
Okay.
You are not useless. You, in fact, are one of the most valued members of this party. Why are you speaking this way?
Well, you know. Okay, this conversation's over. Gotta go, bye.
I don't think there's anywhere you need to go.
Actually, you know, now that I think about it, I've had a little breakfast and I feel a little bit better.
So you'll take your...
Maybe! What?
You'll take your credits?
I don't. No, I do not want them. But maybe if I just... Do you think maybe I could break into that thing over there and get that arm off of the ceiling? I have an idea.
Yes, I absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, believe you could do that. But
because I just, here's the thing.
A Bedzigek. Here's a reason why perhaps you should maybe temper those feelings for a moment. Look down. Do you see that key card at your waist? That grants you access to this facility. And if they find out that you have stolen something from them, not only will they strip you of that card, but they will also take it from all of us. And not to mention, we might be out of a job.
I don't want that for everybody else.
I promise you that if we can find this information upon our return, I will ask that perhaps, in lieu of the extra finances I may have asked for, perhaps they would consider giving you one of those arms.
Cool. Because sometimes when you don't belong anywhere, you don't belong where you were born. So then you try to belong somewhere else when you get a little bit older, and then you're like, wow, I'm on a team. And then you realize maybe I don't belong here either. So then you try to figure maybe if there's something else, if you make yourself something else, then you'll belong. So I really, really, really need a couple of robot arms.
Rest of you thinking outside while you're eating breakfast, as you know, this some odd conversation is going on, and the three of you are outside of it. What is Model 392 Mog and No? What are you going through?
No, this is amazing. Have you tried this beverage? It's one of my new favorite things that I've ever had. Do you know how I like my coffee? This is fantastic. You have 5 cups. This is great.
Ooh, perhaps it would be fun to use all of your energy for a thought experiment I've been doing.
Sure, I feel very focused, hyper-focused, if you will. Go ahead, Mog. Let's do a game.
Let's do a game where each of you try to list topics that are light conversation for me to use in the future. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Light conversation. Okay. How cool Scriff is. What a good mechanic I am. How awesome a Bedzigek is. How yummy coffee is.
Yes, I agree with that one. Talk about that one.
How these Danishes suck. How beautiful your eye is. How awesomely protective Captain Phoenix is. How we don't have a ship anymore.
I don't think that's light.
Why not? It's not here.
Yes, but it is very precious to our captain. I think the ship, in some sense, is maybe just one step below how valuable we are to her. The ship is a part of our crew.
I am also a part of that crew.
Want a cup of coffee, 392?
I would love one. I like my coffee like I like my men. Sweet and creamy. Thank you.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, never mind.
Nona will make the cup of coffee and...
Extra cream and sugar, please. No hot sauce. I've tried that. It wasn't good.
Deliver it to 392, but as Mog and 392 continue, Nono is gonna try to put her little ear up against the door where Cap and Abed went, but not trying to pretend like she's still a part of the conversation in this room.
Sure.
Hear what's happening in that room.
All right, so let's figure out what's going on with Captain Phoenix and a Bedzigek. But first, I gotta say that I Am Chubby Bunny said, "What's a creamy man?"
Look, that is for Model 392 to know, and for I Am Chubby Bunny to find out. I love you, I Am Chubby Bunny.
You haven't had a creamy man.
I've had a lot of coffee. Thank you very much. This is delightful. let me try my coffee like Captain Phoenix, and then I'm gonna take the flask and pour stuff into that coffee too. So I'm just gonna keep trying different ways of how to drink it. I'm very curious of this new amazing thing I've discovered that I actually enjoy.
This is what the night has turned into. Everybody, just be prepared. Captain Phoenix and Abedzagak, what's the rest of this conversation look like?
I'm picturing like Phoenix is kind of standing by the door to make sure Abedzagak can't skirt around her to get out.
Oh, do we lose Jessica?
Did she freeze?
Oh no!
I thought she was just. I always thought she was posing dramatically.
Right?
Yeah, me too.
Oh man! All
All
right,
right,
well,
we'll put
we'll
a
hang
we'll
on to
time
it.
out
Well,
on that.
hopefully we'll get Jess back in just 1 second. So let's go.
Back to light conversation, correct?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Or does anybody want to talk about the adventure you're about to go on?
Nah.
I was gonna talk to Cap. Oh, there she is.
Oh, she's back. Oh, she's back. Okay.
Yeah. Finish out this conversation first. So.
Okay. So I picture Phoenix is like kind of in the doorway, sort of blocking so that Abedzagak can't run for the door.
Right.
And Phoenix will kind of get a little bit closer, and if Abedzagak's sitting, she'll sit next to her, to them. Abedzagak, does this have something to do with No?
No.
Does it perhaps have anything to do with Model 392?
Look, No really, really likes robots and mechanical things and like buttons and like things that light up and stuff. And I am not those things. So, you know,
Look,
it'd be nice if I was different, because I don't belong anywhere!
that's not true. Look, I don't know what it's like to have a lot of friends, or any, but I do know true friendship when I see it. And that is between you and No. And you don't need to change who you are for No to like you. Sometimes something new and shiny can be exciting, but it's always going to be the rock at the bottom of the lake that causes the lake to be still, but forever changed.
Why do I have to be a rock at the bottom of the lake?
Abedzagak, No loves you. Everyone can see that. So, I will hold on to these credits for you until you've changed your mind.
Why didn't any of you guys want my rugs?
Abedzagak, I cannot hold your rug.
In my defense, I was disconnected at the time.
I liked it.
All I ever wanted was to be a part of something, and none of you wanted the rugs. I made them different colors.
Abedzagak, I'm going to need you to snap out of this because I fear I've reached my quota of kindness at the moment. Look, you got those rugs. They're amazing. They're great. Here's the problem. A lot of us we just cannot hold them upon our person. So, as soon as we find the ship, we can store them. And I am very excited about this rug that you have given me, as well as the rest of the crew, sans Model 392. And
You're lucky I'm drinking coffee.
And I need you to understand that you belong here because you're part of a crew. Without Abedzagak, then you're not.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
very true.
Okay, I'll get over it. I'll be fine.
Good.
Assuming at this point, Captain Phoenix and Abedzagak will like sheepishly walk
Oh,
out of
Captain
the room.
Phoenix is gonna like awkward as hell walk out of the room, just kind of like, it's too early for this. And you notice like she was in like this awesome mood, and now it's like a little bit down a notch.
Listen, all I said was I didn't want my money. You didn't have to dig in.
And as the door slides open, you just see that Nono's like right there with two of her 6 hands like up against the door, and she's like,
No.
Yes.
Can we help you?
Nope. Just checking on this doorway. It's pretty solid. Hey, Cap. So what? Nip was talking to you about stuff and where we're going and what we're doing. Are we headed to Corona?
Are we headed to Corona, Ben?
well, none of you have actually like wanted to talk about like the specific parameters about what you're about to do.
Right.
Maybe we could discuss what we know.
Right.
Cool.
And then we could figure out where we're gonna go.
Wouldn't it be just
Or
so
we could
easy if
talk-
you just told us, Ben?
Yeah, I mean,
can't
I
we
could just
I'm
tell
kidding.
you. This is
Or
the
we could
end
just keep
boss.
talking about coffee.
Here's what I know, Cap. I know that we found, I found an astral transponder sending information, and the card, it said cryogenics, which is really popular in Corona, if I say so myself. And I know a guy in Corona.
That's a connection.
That's a connection.
I'm sorry, Captain. I know no knowledge of Corona, or what our mission should be, or where we should go. I do know that I love coffee, and I can be of assistance to you if you need it.
Great.
What you do know is you made a. Nono was talking about this cryogenics, and it's not one word. It's 2 words with 2 capital letters. It's cryo-genics. So it is the name of a company in Corona, which Nono has determined companies like that are usually fronts for something worse.
Does that trigger anything in my memory, Ben?
It does not trigger anything.
Never mind then. Nope, I still know nothing. Typical Tuesday.
How far away is Corona from where we are? Is it another bubble city?
It's another bubble city, a line crawler away.
No, I think that information is valid, and perhaps we should head to Corona.
Alrighty then.
Yes, that sounds wonderful.
Cool.
Pack up your stuff and you jump onto a line crawler headed to the bubble city of Corona. It's really interesting because as you're just like, you get onto the line crawler, you start hanging onto the handlebars. I actually have a picture of line crawlers moving along the line, well, which I would love to show you. So they don't really show the actual energy area that's going around them, but you can see they're just on these lines that are being pulled back and forth. They're these big ships that scoot from one bubble city to the next, and they kind of rattle around. They're kind of clunkers.
They kind of look like trolleys, but they're attached by a cable on one side.
Yeah.
Are they like being pushed and pulled? Is that the
They're
way they
being
work?
pushed and pulled. They're on both sides of it. So like they just travel, they literally crawl along the lines that are connecting these bubble cities. And as you're on there, a video message pops on the screen as you're nearing Corona, and it is a little old woman, and she appears in front of a restaurant, and I'm pulling you over to a picture of her right now. She's short. She's got black hair with a little bit of silver in it, and she is played by Ming Na Wen. And she stands in front and says, "Hello everyone, my name's Luthix. So glad you are out here visiting Corona. Just want to tell you, if you ever stop by the Brass Bazaar, to make sure and visit the Grandmaster's Kitchen. Not only are we happy to serve any new customers a sample of any item that we have, whether it be drink or food, but you can come taste my world-renowned cooking. That find any trouble happening in the Brass Bazaar, you just come tell me. Have a good day in Corona.
Do you serve coffee?
Yeah, you say that, but it's a video message.
Kind
of like
of course.
Kind of like when you're arriving at an airport and they have a video message that plays from the mayor. Or
I still ask it.
It shuts off, and Model 392 is very sad.
What is it called again?
The Brass Bazaar.
The Brass Bazaar
the
and the Grandmaster's Kitchen.
Oh, that. Did anyone see that? Food and drink. That sounds wonderful. Should we head there?
For what purpose, Captain?
Oh, Mog, for food and drink, of course.
But aren't we on a mission to get information?
Yes, but hear me out. What if we can get information because we can pretend that we're just local tourists coming in, getting food and drink, but we can be questioning people, like the bartender or some patrons while we're there. Perhaps we could get some good information since everyone seems to stop by.
I can practice my skills of pretend.
Yes.
And Mog, you can practice your light conversation, the list that you have.
Grand idea.
Oh, your line crawler ends at the city of Corona. This city is decked, unlike most of the cities that you've been to, where the environmental spheres are withholding back the sun in a very specific way to create a livable environment. Sure, the sun is still there, but there is also plenty of other life around there and very livable. It is extremely hot. I mean, really, really hot. To the fact that if anybody is wearing any heavy armor or actually it's just any living species, aside from anyone who might have any fire resistances, I'm going to need a fortitude save.
Uh-oh.
So heavy
Gonna die
armor
again.
or?
Huh?
I misunderstood the question. Heavy armor or
So if
resistance to fire?
So if you have resistance to fire, like Captain Phoenix, no sweat, no problem. This area is not too hot for Captain Phoenix. Model 392, you seem perfectly fine.
Yeah, I was about to say I have heavy armor, but I have a thermal regulator.
Yeah,
so.
you have a thermal regulator, and so you feel like your temperature totally calm and normal. Abedzagak, are you wearing heavy armor?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so your heavy armor will give you a -4 save.
4?
Yeah.
My goodness. Okay.
And my total is 5.
5. You take 4 points of non-lethal. Oh, sorry. You take 2 points of non-lethal damage as just this heat comes so much.
Sounds good.
I got a 10.
A 10? Yeah, you also take 2 points as this heat is just overwhelming.
11.
And you also will take 2 points as this heat just digs into you, makes it not very fun to just walk around and wander around. But you're feeling okay. It's just non-lethal damage. You're just really tired. Yeah. So, but you exit, and the air around you is red. I mean, it's not fun to look at. It's kind of dreary. You look around, you see a lot of dilapidated buildings, a lot of buildings that are just broken in the middle, but nobody seems to mind. It's busy. It's busy all over the place, and you see that there's a lot of action heading towards the north, where it seems like everybody seems to be gathering at a place called the Brass Bazaar, where there are shops, just street stalls of shops just wandering around, and many stores that are built into buildings as well, but there's also just vendors popping up all over the place. And as you're walking over there, you sort of see that all of a sudden there's just a crack and a thud and a shake, and you start to freak out and be unsure about what's happening, and you see that people very casually just like make a big wide circle, and then all of a sudden a solar plume just bursts through the bubble and smashes into the ground, and then it holds there for a moment, and then it shakes and shudders, and then it goes away, and all of a sudden the bubble closes back up, and then people walk over it again like it was nothing. Almost like
something about this place, Captain Phoenix is like overtly excited about. This place is like, you notice that she was in like an ish mood, and now she's like back to being in a good mood.
This place is maybe dangerous, but it's also quite interesting. There are shops every which way, right and left. It's very unique. Where do you go? What do you do?
We go shopping.
I mean, there are plenty of shops. If you want to go shopping,
we buy comments. I don't know.
Where do you? What are you looking
to
for?
The Brass Bazaar, right?
Yeah,
didn't we want to get food and drink?
Yeah, food and drink. Wait, but you said it's kind of like all open. Is it like going to like Disneyland and there's like shops here, but then also food stations here?
Yeah, I mean, it's all over the place. It's so randomized in the places. You see a place called Ezram's Armaments. You see another place called the Monastery of Stellar Amplification. And you see shops here and there and everywhere. People are selling street meat, which is one of my favorite things in New York is the street meat. So, you know, but it's all really spicy. And you notice that these are not necessarily the same people that you were dealing with in terms of people at Asana Town. There's not a ton of Lashuntas around here. It seems almost too hot for them. There are Ifrits here, and there are Ifrits here. There are also like salamandery type people wandering around. And Captain Phoenix, you notice that you bear a resemblance to some other humanoids that are walking around. They look a little different from you, in terms that they have sometimes grayer skin, but you really start to catch the fire that's within their eyes.
We have a lot of ground to cover if we're gonna get information. Should we split up? Model 392, Mog, why don't you come with me and we will go to the local food establishment. No, Abedzagak, perhaps you should hit some shops and ask questions.
Okay, Cap.
Great.
All right. So let's follow Captain Phoenix, Mog, and Model 392 first. You are headed to the Grand Master's kitchen, correct?
Yes.
All right, so you start making your way to the Grand Master's kitchen, and it's kind of the central hub of this brass bazaar. And as you get closer, sure enough, you see that this building it's interesting. It's quite cool. It's open. It's small, but it's quaint in a way. And you see that it's got like windows that are looking in to see people that are allowed in, and they're sure enough cooking in the back line, like cooking through one of those visible lines is Luthix. So.
Is there like a bar?
Yeah, there's a bar there.
I'm gonna walk up to the bar.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw kind of my credit stick down. Be like, do you have whiskey?
Oh. Excuse me, are you new here?
Yes.
You are. I've never seen you before, and I always remember faces.
Oh.
You're not new. I've seen your face before.
Well, I assure you, I've never been here before.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was talking to your android friend over there.
Model
I can't
392.
place it.
I have been here before. Do I have a tab?
No, I don't think so. Everybody pays. Everybody pays their bills here.
Wonderful. The first round is on me. For my captain. And
Oh, no,
my
I'm
friend. Oh, yes.
I'm sorry. The first round it's always on me for new guests. So
Oh. Thank
yeah.
you. That's quite kind.
Then I will take the second round, because I've never had a cred stick before.
You mentioned you never forget a face. Do you perhaps remember the faces that you saw with our Model 392?
Yes, I do not recall being here before. I would love to know what I was doing here.
And you can start to see that Luthix starts to think very hard. There's something about her eyes that display the only way is like a ferocity. These eyes are able to pierce through your soul, it seems. And the eyes are much older than the rest of the person would seem. Like, there's a wisdom there, there's a thoughtfulness there, but also a strength and power there that is just undeniable when the rest of you look into Luthix's eyes. Unfortunately, I can't think of who was with you. Just know that I've seen you before.
Wonderful. Then that means I am no stranger to Corona. Maybe I will see some familiar faces and friends that I do not remember.
Does physical science check help at all?
You know what? Let's do a culture check. Well, wait a second. Maybe a mysticism check.
Nice.
Ooh, God, I'm rolling really hot.
Me too, or no?
21.
Anyone can roll a mysticism check.
Sweet.
If you
I only
have
got
it.
a 17.
Yeah, you're not really sure what is happening with this alien species, but they are established as a humanoid species to you, but you can't really figure it out. A culture check also would help, or if you want to search the infosphere on Luthix computers.
Dirty 20 for culture check. No, sorry, 18 for culture check.
Okay. Yeah, still unable to like really figure it out.
I'm just rolling shite. So if they can't get it, then neither can I. although I do have I do reduce my culture checks.
Sure. Yes.
But even so.
Mog, any culture check from you?
Yeah, I rolled lower than Katie.
Okay. Yeah, you can't really figure it out. But you go in, you have a wonderful time. I will tell you that the Grandmaster's Kitchen is renowned meals. Like Packed World's renowned meals. Very, very well sought after, very well cherished. And also they have a few different types of magical elixirs that you can have. There's a thing called flame melon juice, which is a juice that will help you regain hit points when you sleep. There's Ruthig milk tea, which helps against saves against radiation. There is sunbeam ice, which for 1 hour will help you treat hot environments as one step lower on the scale. So in terms of your heat dangers right now, let me just tell you that every hour you are going to have to make saving throws, the three of you, in order to be able to withstand, and the DC gets higher and higher and higher.
How much are they?
Those sunbeam ices are 80 a piece.
Okay. Whoa. And Ruthig?
The Ruthig milk tea is 220 credits a piece.
And
This
the
place-
flame juice?
The flame melon juice is 480.
This
Expensive
sounds
cocktails.
like what Galaxy
Yeah.
Edge was supposed to be.
Oh yeah,
Inflation,
definitely.
man.
I'm gonna buy a sunbeam for everyone who cannot handle the heat. So
Sure.
it's 3 of them, right?
That's 3 of them, yeah.
Right, so I will buy 3 of them, as well as whatever this like food establishment is known for, like their famous dish. I
Yeah.
want to order one for Mog Model 319 and
Okay.
392 and I.
So that's always changing, which is so interesting. But there's always a creative thing about Lufix's meals. It's never the same, and it almost infuses old traditions with new age fusion food. So it's really unique. So you start to make these meals and roll a perception check.
Also whiskey. I'm not sure if you served that or not.
Yes, and
important.
whiskey.
And coffee. Thank you.
I got a 25.
Oh, I'm doing one too. Right? Excellent. I just got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Mog, you overhear a couple sitting in the corner, and they are enjoying their meal, and they laugh and they smile at each other, and they look at each other, and we've been waiting for this moment our whole life. How wonderful is this? Can you believe it? We just ate a meal made by a dragon. No, and Abedzagak, you are traveling along. What are you doing?
Is there maybe are the shops kind of like in San Francisco, the way that they're all like in the long,
Oh yeah.
Okay. Cool. No, you want to go and do a shop over here?
Yeah. Hey, Abedzagak.
Yeah, what's up?
You know, this is the area we're in called the Brass Bazaar.
Yes, you are currently in the Brass Bazaar, which is within Corona, but it takes up a large portion of Corona. Like,
Right.
think about, think about like Chinatown in New York, but then make New York City itself so much smaller to the point where like Chinatown would take up like 75% of it.
Oh wow. Okay.
So Abedzagak,
Yeah.
a little weird that this place is called the Brass Bazaar.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking the same thing.
Brass dragons, and you know that guy we were looking for, Dusk, and so maybe we ask around about that.
Yeah. I like that idea. Let's just go into this one and see what they know.
Yeah.
You walk into a store without even really looking at it, but it is called the Robo Atelier. And No instantly just like loses her mind because there are robotics everywhere. There's like robotic plants, there's robotic pets, there's like anything that you want to be robotic is in this place. It's very clean and well kept up, and you see that like all of the tabletops are cleaned to the utmost, and you are greeted by a host of anicytes in human form. By that I mean like there are a whole bunch of little tiny robots that are making up this humanoid form, and they introduce themselves. Oh, you are so cute, both of you. Hello, my name is Greeting27, and by the way, this person is played by Jonathan Van Ness. You are both so cute. What have you done with this hair? How beautiful. What are you doing today? How is your day going?
Fine. What is this place?
Oh, this place is the Robo Atelier. Now listen, I for the longest time was with a host of anicytes from our home planet, but just I've been kind of banished a little bit. Don't worry about that. I'm living my best life, and out here I'm just helping people find robots that suit them. What can I get for you today?
Well, Okay. Do you sell rugs?
I've never thought about selling rugs. Are rugs important to sell?
No, they're not important at all. Do you have any robot arms that would fit these?
You need robot arms that fit there? We could potentially make something for you that could
No, I don't have time. No, I need them now.
I tell you what, would you perhaps like a little robot lion that follows you around and never leaves your side, and it will bite if you want it to bite something.
How much is it?
Well, it's called a mechata. It's called a mechata, and well, it's for the low price of $2,000. You could walk out with your own little roaring lion friend.
Okay.
That's expensive.
I mean, sounds like a lot of fun, but I guess what I'm asking is, do you know about rugs? Do you happen to know anything about the races? Do you?
Are you talking about the speeder bike races?
Right.
I'm not a big part of that. No, I tend to run a very ship-shaped business up here. You see, I was an ambassador to Avalon, but my other host bodies, they've kind of, because I've enjoyed staying here, they've kind of taken me out. It's okay. Once again, living my best life. And I'm happy to be here. But if you really would like to learn more about the races, I could point you over to Flash at the Free Pilots Club, and maybe you would have some answers there.
I'm gonna abruptly. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I just turned to look at Abedzagak.
What do you know about Dosk?
Dosk, I believe, was an operating system at some point, but I don't know why that stirs up in my memory, but that's a joke, everybody, because Dosk was an you know what? Never mind.
I literally just took a note.
I
didn't tell
you. GM dad joke.
Sorry, I don't know the name Dosk. I'm sorry.
Alright. Yeah, no, if you want to go check out more stuff about the races, we can go.
Hey, I'm
gonna pull Abedzagak.
Thank you so much, robot person. I'm gonna come visit you again sometime, but not now. Goodbye.
Oh, really? Okay, well, that's good. I look forward to every moment that we could have together.
Yeah, robots make life better, I guess. Okay, bye!
As Nono pulls Abedzagak out.
Hey, look, so we're gonna go talk to this person, Flash, but you gotta pretend either that A, you don't hear any of it, or B, you give me an even better character reference whenever you do turn me in. 'Cause, this might be bad for me.
Okay. So.
Okie dokie.
Well, yep. I'll stay in the back. I'll unassumingly shop in the background.
Oh, probably bad idea. Stay with me.
Okay.
I need you.
And Nono's gonna take Abedzagak's big claw hand and hold pretty tight because she's a little nervous. But they'll head over and see Flash at the Free Captains races.
Free Pilots Club.
Free Pilots.
And that will take a little while because the Free Pilots Club is at the very edge. It's almost on a cliff at the edge of the Brass Bazaar. So we will move back over to the Grandmaster's kitchen. And at this point, Mog and Captain Phoenix and Model 392, you have just heard that your meal is being cooked by a dragon. What do you do?
Is that exciting? I don't recall. I might have had mini meals cooked by a dragon.
I make a check to find out. I guess I'm looking for the culture specifically, so it's probably a cultures check. But
yeah.
For what?
Like the rarity of dragons or their expertise or.
Roll another mysticism check. You have new information.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You know that dragons, very old dragons, have and your roll should be 5 higher because it is a new species that you are looking at. Very old dragons have the ability to shift into different forms, take shape of something else, and it seems like maybe when you're looking into the eyes of Luthix that this is a very old dragon that she's taken the form of a human and is living her life in the Brass Bazaar.
I would like to whisper that information to the captain.
Yes, perhaps we should see if we could chat with this dragon. I will talk to the person at the bar and say, oh, this food is just absolutely delicious. Mog, delicious, isn't it?
I like it.
And Luthix, she pops her head out from behind the cooking area and she's like, well, I'm so glad you like every minute of it. It's really my pleasure to serve all of you.
Oh, you have some gift. Your talents for cooking. Where did you learn to do this?
It's taken quite a long time to cultivate. But I've been here for a long time, shall we say.
Long time. Well, this place is amazing. This is my first day upon Corona. Mog as well.
And possibly not mine, I guess.
Yes. Model 392 has been here and perhaps has enjoyed your food before. Have you met Model 392 before?
I can't seem to place it. I know everybody that comes into my restaurant. It's one of those things where you have to keep a very solid mind as this is going on, but I know that Model 392 has been here. I just can't place when or where.
That's all right. I also do not recall, but I'm sure I enjoyed your food as much as I am enjoying it now.
Oh, wonderful.
We are new here. We are just people here now.
That's
Very
fair.
Strangely put, but yes. This place is lively. I quite like it.
It is, isn't it?
Where are you from originally?
Here.
From here?
Yeah.
Amazing.
You delayed quite a bit. That was a lot of hesitation.
Yes. I would say it was, wasn't it? That's a very quick thing to perceive there. I'll say that I'm from here. I've been a part of this area for a long time. In fact, you could say it grew up around me.
Wow. And you must serve all sorts of customers, tourists from all over the world.
Yes, I do. Absolutely. Each one of them has a unique taste palette that I love to be able to experience and making their day become better.
How do you determine their taste palette without having ever known what they eat?
Oh, well, that's very interesting. You see, I know most of the alien species that come visit, and so I can make a general assumption of what their planetary dietary needs might be. And in doing so, I create a fusion that is both exciting and also tastes like home for them.
You should put that on a business card.
Anybody that comes here already knows to come to here.
And you've learned all of this just during your time here on Corona.
Yes.
Quite perceptive.
Well, a good chef must always be perceptive.
Okay, let's play a game.
All right.
What would you say would be my meal of choice?
Oh, all right. Well, you're a Suli, so obviously there's a bit of a genasi sort of flavor that goes along with anything that you would like to have. A bit of an airy texture in any sort of your meals. I would cook you some bread-like quality that is not only light and fluffy, but also sweet and charming. Then I would take that and I would incorporate this new sauce that's coming out of Verses. It is delectable and delightful. It has both a orange flavor to it, but then also tastes like a steak after you've eaten.
Well, yes, that does sound quite delicious.
I enjoy this game. Do me.
Oh, all right. You're an Asharu. Clearly, you love what you find on Idari, especially out in the out in those nice those nice fields and woods out there. I would cook you a mushroom-based meal.
Oh.
But you also seem very unique in that you try different circumstances and different things. I might create a nice mushroom platter with 8 different flavor choices around, so that you can decide what best you like.
Mog, this is a perfect example of light conversation. You should add this to your list. Food.
Food,
Indeed.
yes.
Indeed.
You don't have to do me. I unfortunately do not recall much of what I like and dislike, but I do like this dish, so well done.
Oh, I brought you your favorite. Spicy
My
nachos.
That is my favorite.
I never forget.
My favorite is spicy nachos. Interesting. I do enjoy it. It is now my favorite with coffee.
It seems
boy.
you have lived a very full life, exploring much of this universe. May I ask, does Corona and this whole complex of cities mean a lot to you?
Yes. Yes, it does. In fact, if anything goes down within the Brass Bazaar, I know about it.
So, if someone had information and was trying to sell it on Corona, you'd probably hear about it.
Most likely, I do have my fingers in a lot of pots. I would tell you this, I don't know everything that happens in the Brass Bazaar, but everyone does come to me with a little bit of information.
Can I sense motive? And I'm specifically looking for... I mean, ultimately, it's like I'm trying to see if I think that she's trustworthy, but more than that, like, does she seem like she'll do whatever it takes to keep this place safe? Which I would attribute more to a chaotic personality.
Sure.
Or does she seem like she's one of the good ones?
Okay, that's a good question. Good question. What do you want? Roll your sense motive.
What do you want? Roll
What do you
your
want?
sense motive.
Yeah, I'm at 14.
14. You might think that this is one of the good ones.
Okay.
With that, we will jump over to Abedzgak and Nono. After you're walking almost out of the Brass Bazaar, and all of a sudden there's this woman at a stall, and she is just waiting there, and she's got this big group of people that's surrounding her. In fact, let me read what it says here. The winding alleys of Corona open into a small plaza where a throng gathers around a woman in flowing skirts and a sparkling vest that matches the supernatural glitter in her eyes. She catches sight of newcomers and extends a hand. The crowd parts like water, and as she draws near with unnatural swiftness. "Ha, my new friends! No doubt these wearisome streets have run you raw, and I can only say that I empathize. They batter me down just as surely, and the only difference, my friends, between you and me is that I manage to greet every single morning fresh and renewed, invigorated and ready. How do I manage such a feat, you no doubt ask? Not with pillows or pills, no, but with this wondrous device, this perplexing penultimate patent in pain palliation, the Adablossom. Yes, imported at great personal expense from the wondrous genie laboratories of the distant plane of air. This device blends magic and technology and heretofore unexplored genius, restoring vitality as you sleep. Yes, with an Adablossom, no injury is too great, no ailment too malignant. You'll sleep like a baby and then awaken like one reborn. The silvery iridescent sphere in her hand hums quietly before sliding open like a flower. Now, how much would you expect to pay to never need a doctor again? To never bother your neighborhood mystic? Would you pay 5,000 credits? No. 4,000? Preposterous. Not 3 or even 2. No, today, and today only, because I can tell you are injury-prone daredevils, I shall practically donate this wonder to you for a meager 1,000 credits. So, how many should I wrap up for you? This woman, I have an image of her. She has green hair and kind of a salesman look in her eye. She's played by Zendaya, so just so you are aware, that is who I've cast. And she's got curious green eyes and nice aquatic-like hair and pointy ears.
Like jewels in her hair and all the cute jewelry.
She is. She's very, very cute. And I will tell you that we are in a specific circumstance. This is a social circumstance between the two of you and this character. At the end of this, each one of you will be able to make one of these 3 checks. A sense motive check, an intimidate check, or a profession check to get out or actually pay for this certain device. There are all the other choices that you can have within your skills in order to figure out what's going on, but those 3 specifically will end your turn with this. Once again, that's profession, intimidate, or sense motive. Any one of those 3 can end it for you. If you pass, something happens. If you fail, something else happens. If you buy one, you buy one. It's all up to you, but I will tell you that these are your parameters that you have. It is a social encounter. What do you do?
This feels a lot like the time I got sucked into Herbalife.
What do we know about this Adawater thing she's talking about?
Yeah.
Well, you can make a check. It is going to be a culture check.
Culture, okay. 15.
15. It looks like it would work.
I mean, Wedzigak, it might be worth it. Save Mog a little trouble.
That's true. I don't have enough money to pay for this thing. She was talking about, what, 1,000 credits?
Each one of you should definitely buy one of these. I won't take no for an answer. You need to have these in your life.
Can I do a profession check on her?
Profession check, absolutely.
So I guess that would...
Profession is the one that will end it for you.
Yeah. In one way or the other.
You can do any other checks. You can have diplomacy checks. You can have engineering to figure out what's going on with this. You can even do a medicine check to figure out what's going on.
I'll do medicine then.
All right, medicine.
That's a good idea. Okay. 17.
17. Yeah, you think that this might work as well.
Can I try engineering?
Yeah, make an engineering check.
Okay. That is 25.
25. You notice that there is an improbability of this thing actually working. The humming vibration noise of it doesn't really match up with any way, shape, or form that you know that could just heal somebody outright in the way that she is talking about. So there's something fishy about that. You have had 1 success. You're going to add a +2 to whatever that final check is.
Okie dokie.
Listen, lady. I get it. gotta sell some stuff. And, you know, we all gotta do something to make our living. But, I don't really think that works. And I'd really appreciate it if you could just leave me and my best friend alone.
All right, what are you trying to do?
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy check. All right, roll it.
Boy, I only have a +1. Ah! Lost my die. 18.
18. Oh, no, 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 no. You must certainly buy this. This is something that will be great for you. You have to have it. There's no way that you can leave here without purchasing this. It will change your life. You, an adventurer, somebody who gets into scraps. I see your little robot dog following you around. I see the Vesk that you are with. You need this more than anything in your life.
Listen, lady, unless you can absolutely prove by a live living example that this thing works, we are walking away.
Well, here, how about this? Take 2 Mark serums of healing. Mark 1, I don't need them anymore. I have this.
Okay, thank you. It's like collateral or something.
That's not what they asked for.
I understand, but I have no need of them anymore, so here, you can have them. I have the Atablossom. I'm just trying to share the wonderful joys of the Atablossom with everyone around me. Is 1,000 credits enough to say that you will never need to see a doctor again? You will live in perfect health. Imagine this, if you had a horrible disease. Imagine if you got a void death or something like that, something just chaotic and terrible. One night, you would be healed.
Lady, I've been there, done that, and I'm fine. So please, back up!
Are you gonna roll an intimidation check and end this?
I'm tired. I'm tired of this.
Sense motive. Oh, what if she's telling the truth?
Well,
What if this is all real?
sense motive would end it as well, right?
Sense motive does end it too.
Does culture end it?
No, a culture check would work.
You want to roll a culture?
I'm gonna try a culture, and then if it's bad, we move on. I'll do a profession and call it. Yeah, no, that's nothing. That's not even worth it.
All right. So Nono's attempting an intimidate check, and then Abedzagak, you're attempting a what?
Profession.
Okay.
I kid you not, it's natural 20.
And I got a dirty 20.
What does that equate
21.
out to? 21. 21. You walk away.
I'm intimidating.
She, you start to, you have this intimidation to her, and she lets you pass. And all of a sudden you feel a whisper on the breeze. And you feel like words float around your head, and they hit you in a way. Now, Nono, all you can think about is how Abedzagak feels bad. And you're letting them down. And that you're doing a horrible job being a friend because you've messed up. And Abedzagak, words spin and wiggle into your ear. They're the same words that you've been dealing with all night, that no doesn't love me anymore. I'm not worth it. And that effect lingers on you as you walk forward. We go back now. We are at the Grand Master's kitchen. What are you doing here? You've eaten the food of a dragon.
We're talking to a dragon, right?
Yes, you are.
Has anyone come in recently looking to sell some information?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Information is, people don't sell information to me. They just give it.
Nice.
Do you have information to give me?
We do.
What are you looking for?
I'm curious. You seem to have a lot of questions.
Yes. Captain, I think that this person is very trustworthy.
Is that right, Mog?
That's what my instincts tell me, yes.
Oh, your instincts.
Ah, yes. You are trustworthy, no?
Oh, absolutely.
You care for the safety of these towns, yes?
Beyond a measure of a doubt.
Beyond. There has been an attack on the Deep Cultures Institute. A robbery took place. We are trying to get back valuable information.
Well, I could tell you that the gangs around here are scrappy and they are aggressive. They tend not to mess with the Brass Bazaar because they know they'll have to answer to me.
Perhaps this could be a safe haven during our time here.
Perhaps.
Model 392, was that a long pause?
Yes, it was, but it also seemed reflective. I don't think there was any malice. Of course, don't have me sense motive. Because I don't know shit. It was a long pause, yes. I counted the seconds.
Captain Phoenix, she reminds me of you in a way.
Why?
She seems strong, yet guarded in a way that is protective of those around her. Perhaps this entire city is her crew, as it were.
Well, I can respect your position. She looks up at her.
Of course. And
We're
I
here to
respect
protect
yours.
you. We're here to protect your city. I like it here. I don't want to see thugs rolling through and ruining what you've built here. I am Phoenix, captain of the Scourge, and this is my crew.
You see Model 392 get really excited when she says that. Yes, I am on the crew.
Well, like I said, I'm Luthix. You can
nice
visit
to
here
meet you.
anytime.
Thank you. Phoenix will go back to drinking her whiskey
Sure.
and wait for the rest of them to finish up their drink and food.
They do, and yeah. So you've finished up your drink and food. You've kind of waited around here. This seems like one of the nicest places that you have seen around here. Is there any other place that you would like to look for?
I think after this encounter, we'd go and try to find Abedzagak and No-No first.
Sure. So you start to exit and you start looking around, and all of a sudden you find yourself just wandering the streets of the Brass Bazaar, and before long you get sucked into this alleyway that has kind of led out of the main area, and you're a little unsure of where you are. It's dark, and it's red lights are above you, and neon lights, and these four bikes, these energy bikes, they just kind of pull up around you, and you hear that, and they circle you in. I pulled up a picture for you on Roll20 if you'd like to see.
Yes.
Oh.
Aww.
Great.
A female hops off her bike. Well, 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 well. Look what we have here. You tourists, huh?
If that's what you'd like to call us.
Sure, yeah. You look lost.
Do we?
Yeah.
That is because I have no memory.
Cool.
Don't
Cool.
mind.
Tell you what, we love helping new people out. People that are lost, people that are, maybe a little bit of an outsider.
You know, we actually saw some of those people you're referring to up ahead further, but we are not lost.
Sure. By the way, she's played by Yvonne Strahovski.
Oh, I love her.
She's so
Dang
good.
it. Okay, well then Phoenix says, will you marry me? And we go live happily ever after.
Yay!
Here in Corona. And Phoenix is done being a captain. And her and Yvonne have a wonderful life here.
The end.
Don't worry,
no.
I shall now be the captain. I'm the captain now.
Model 392 takes over.
You're gonna have to fight Officer Mims and Typhix and
yeah,
like,
there's
whoever
so
else
many
we've
people that are
collected.
like-
That is fine.
Mims.
You're lost. No problem. We'll help you find where you need to go.
Yes, please.
Can I do a culture check?
Yeah, do a culture check.
All of this changes because it's von Strahovski, Ben.
I know.
Dang. All right. Well, Phoenix is in
It's a
him.
22, and remember my skill.
Yeah, because of your theme, you know a little bit more about the criminal underworld. For some reason, you don't know, but you do not trust them. And then you start to look, and they all are wearing these tattoos on their body at some point, and you can see it. They wear them proudly. It's a red line and a white line, like semicircles that go over. I'm sorry, a red and yellow whirl. And you don't know how you know this, Model 392, but these are members of the Sirocco gang.
Okay.
So, listen, you lost. We can help. $100 a piece, and we'll take you wherever, or 100 credits a piece, and we'll take you wherever you need to be.
I'm gonna look at the captain and go, Captain, although you find this woman attractive, I would suggest not trusting her.
I mean,
I can tell by your elevated heart rate and your eyes dilating.
Keep it light. Keep it light.
Perhaps.
You're so funny, dude. You're just so funny.
My crew may not have the credits to be able to afford it. But where would you be guiding us to, shall I ask?
Oh, wherever you need to be.
Actually, I don't think we're in need of your assistance. Part of being lost is part of the adventure. We are actually on our way to a location that I now just recalled. So thank you for your time, and we will continue on our journey as you continue on to yours. Thank you. Goodbye. And I'm just going to look at the captain and Mog. I would suggest we continue moving forward and leave these lovely people alone. And I'm just going to try and, like, with my eyes hint that I'm probably not good at being subtle.
Model 392, roll a diplomacy check.
15.
They just step in front of Model 392. Oh no, we can sit.
Well, I also insist.
Well, Model 392, unfortunately, we don't have a location that we're headed because, as mentioned, we are adventuring and we're just exploring. So, are you asking to be our tour guide, or are you going to guide us to one specific location? Because there's a difference there.
I think what we're saying is we're offering to take you wherever you'd like to go and protect you in a way, shape, or form. It just requires a little bit of payment up front from you.
I'm sorry, but my captain is in no need of protecting. Mog and I have it
use some
complete.
protection. She seems like a fine protector.
I'm gonna look at Mog and I'll be like, Mog, I don't believe the captain is understanding what I'm trying to convey to her. I believe we should continue on our journey without the assistance of these lovely people.
Yes, these lovely people. I think we have made ourselves quite clear that we are not interested in traveling anywhere with you. I am never one to make a first move, but if you ask again for us to come with you, I will consider it an act of violence.
You don't need to be jumping to violence here. What's your name?
My name? It's easy. It's Elex.
Lex,
Elex Grantel.
what are you doing with this group? We've got quite a nice crew over here. And let me say, we make a lot more than 1,000 credits just robbing tourists in the streets. You know, we do real adventuring, and we make quite a few credits.
Captain, are you insisting that they too also become a part of the crew like I just did? You argued so much to have me a part of official members. I do not understand. It sounds like you are inviting them to get more credits with you.
Oh, you have me wrong. I never said them, but Alex seems like a strong addition.
And as you're looking at Elex, something clicks in your mind. You look at the fire within her eyes, and you have seen your own reflection in the mirror. She does look different. She looks different from you in that she's strong. Like, not that you're not strong, but like she has a different build to her body. She's got a different build to her body. She does have this gray skin, but the same thing that matches in her eyes, you know in your own eyes. She's a Suli.
A lot of sense.
No, I'm warning you now that you're gonna hire us because I don't need your family. I've got my own.
Well, good. But
so, and
the
she
job...
opens up her jacket, and she's got 2 pistols at her side. And you see that the other ones start to draw knives and a pistol. So either you pay us and we'll protect you and help you along your way, or...
I wanna cast Mind Thrust, Ben.
Okay. Well, we'll pick this up next time.
Yeah, can I just say
my guys are all gonna die.
Well, why'd you have to make her a von Strahovski? I can't fight a von Strahovski.
I know, von Strahovski.
I was just gonna say, my respect for Mom has grown tenfold. Totally starting to threaten this gang. I'm like, okay, sure, you can fight them. I love Mog. That was amazing. Oh, thank you, Mog, for backing me up, because I was trying to hint, like, not a good idea.
It was clear. It was clear.
Oh, good.
I have loved the writing by Crystal Fraser in this book, and then also this little part that's at the end of, because they include a lot of information in the appendices back here, and I don't know which if she wrote this part of the appendice as well, but there's a whole section, like a thick section called Merchants of the Brass Bazaar in the back here, and it has built this world out for us. Like, it is so fun to like just allow you guys to play in this world. So I gotta give big props to Crystal for writing a good book here. I'm digging Corona so far, but
phrasing, Ben.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I need to. Yeah, phrasing. Come on. But I do like. Let's read some comments here and well.
You guys.
First of all,
comments.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, for all the comments that kept saying library bards, I'm just gonna do a bunch of jazz hands in a row because I've missed them all until like jazz hands.
I just wanted to call out McCranky Stank clipping. Keep it light.
Keep it light.
That was the best.
It's Lucas Martinez a while back said, quote, "First day in Corona. Talk to me in 6 months."
I gotta say, Neo Storm picked up my DOS comment like real fast and was loving it, and I can't believe I was the only one that got that, but whatever. No.
I mean, we might have gotten it, but do
Dad
we need
jokes.
to react to your dad jokes?
Oh, Ben made a funny.
Oh, Ben. Oh, you funny man, you.
Fractured Avatar 13 said, Captain Phoenix is thinking with her pants.
Nice.
It's a von Strahovski. Like, please. If she were robbing you in an alley, you'd say, okay, whatever you want.
I was
What?
really hoping that she would be Captain Marvel in the Disney movies
Ooh,
because I thought
yeah.
she fit really, really well. I want her to be in the Marvel movies in some way, shape,
I want
or form.
her in everything.
I know they just cast She-Hulk, but she'd have been great as She-Hulk too.
Yeah.
Did she do something else huge besides Chuck?
Yeah, well, she was in Dexter for a
Oh,
while.
okay.
She was in She was in a big season of 24. She did
And
that
now
I
she's in-
Frankenstein movie and
It's on Handmaid's Tale now.
Handmaid's Tale.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm just not on the up and up.
She's not hip.
I watched
with it.
Chuck though.
Dude, Chuck was great.
It was.
Chuck was the best.
Spartan Undead at that scene with the energy cycles said, looks like a scene from the Han Solo movie. I know, right? Got some great art in this thing.
Also, I think Topper Harley earlier said Crystal is awesome. Agreed.
Agreed. We've been followed by Smokebeard, and we missed this one from earlier's. Hardliner gave a Bitbox Battle Boss to No. So I know there wasn't a lot of extra actions in this episode tonight. You know, we had to really feel out Corona before we. I keep saying weird things, and
It's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be weird. We're on a
strange
planet called Corona.
with solar plumes and you know the sky is red and like I said, I'm afraid if all of this continues to happen and the books mimic real life in such very specific ways, I'm a little bit afraid for our future because I know what
Already
happens in
afraid
book
for
6.
When you were describing the sky and the air, I was like,
What if all of our characters have to be on Zoom while we're all on Zoom?
We're on our
If you
comms.
think about it, you are, because you're all in environmental suits and then you have Zoom, you know, on.
That's true.
Weird.
All right.
But let's
On
leave
that
on a
note-
happy note. That coffee was amazing. Am I right?
I love a creamy man.
Yep. Sweet and creamy, just like I like my coffee.
Did you see that people went on and Googled what a creamy man was, and
gonna
they like
Google
saw?
creamy man.
Like,
Is
they
there
were
an
just-
actual thing? Because I just made it up.
That's on you, Bonnie.
The first
That's
one that
on
was
you.
Googled was somebody who like covered themselves in ice cream. And that was the first image. I saw it in chat. They were talking about it. They were like, I can't believe I Googled this, but the first one is a dude covered in ice cream.
I mean, I was either gonna say creamy or sickly pale, so
Yeah.
because I like my coffee like coffee milk almost.
Well, I will say this. I do want to leave it on a good note tonight. All right? And so I will. Bonnie, you want to come back with next week?
Should I pause for? I'm gonna pause. Like, yes. Because I think the captain's gonna make some stupid moves on this gang member that I'm trying to hint at not to.
You say
so
stupid, I say future.
I'm saying Mog and I we've got some unfinished business, right, Mog? Let's go. I know
That's
you
right.
could crack knuckles if you had them.
Mom,
But
when he
I
like
don't.
cracks his knuckles, it's like, glorp,
Yep.
glorp.
You guys ever heard that toy that you can squish? You guys ever? Because his knuckles are like that. I don't know.
Enjoy
if you've
that
ever-
joke, Sam,
Gross.
because I'm gonna say it at least 9 more times
Yeah.
before the end of this. Oh my goodness. All right, everybody, we had a wonderful time tonight. Let me just remind you of your upcoming week because it's a big one coming up. All right, tomorrow you got time off. You're gonna relax, enjoy your day. Monday, you're gonna want to tune in to Twitter at 5 o'clock because before Crits and Giggles, just Jamie Mills over there is going to be doing an Ask Me Anything with Megan Caves about her character on Crits and Giggles on Twitter at 5 from 5 to 5:30. You can get on there, ask any questions that you want, get all that information out there right before the show. The show starts at 6. We are deep into book 2 of Reign of Winter, and it's getting weird. And it's also a ton of fun. I look forward to every Monday night. Tuesday, you have the day off. Wednesday, you have the day off.
I'll think of something to give you. Don't worry. Check out my socials. I'll figure out something to fill in the time.
There you go. Thursday. Thank you, the Nat 30s, for rating with a party of 8. We're just about done, but you can listen to our weekly schedule because we're really happy that you're here. Thursday. Thursday's a big, big day for us here at the DAT Network because we have a brand new show coming out on Thursday. The Department of Mysteries is happening. All right, we have a wonderful tale of wizardry coming to you from Megan Caves as they play through the Savage World system. She's gonna rock it. If you haven't seen the new characters that everybody has come out with, I mean, it's so intense. Michelle Nguyen Bradley, Abria's on there. You got Adam Kahn, and you have Diana Restrepo. All right, so like, it's gonna be incredible. That is going to be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So make sure that you have your time set for 1 o'clock on Thursday afternoon to catch Megan crushing it on a Savage Worlds game. Then Friday, of course, you have Heroic Endeavors. Jim Jam dressed up like crazy last night and made it worth it. The ladies' night was a ton of fun. Where he's going to go after that, I have no idea, but I'm excited to see what happens. And then next Saturday, you're back here. You're back with us. You're back with the crew of the Scourge as they delve a little deeper into what's going on with Corona.
Who knows?
Other than that,
Still weird.
we'll catch you next time for some more Things in Space!
Muppet fire alarms.